What am I doing here all alone? I got things that I gotta do. Waiting for my friends to come along. I don't mean to-
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Salty and Savage Show. I'm Salty.
And I am so savage. What up? What up, buddy?
Oh, just hanging out. We got the chat already buzzing. We got people coming in to
man.
watch the show. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. What up, Treebeard? What up, Amoeba? Ked Bob? All you guys. Thanks for being here. I'm drinking today a J&B Scotch and Whiskey blend.
Oh, look at you. Very nice. We're going to get, we might get a surly salty later. Who knows?
Might, because you know what happens when an Irishman drinks Scotch Whiskey blend.
Oh,
I'll show you my lucky charm. Wait, what? Dude, that's a dope t-shirt. What's up with that?
Do you like this shirt?
Oh, that looks dope.
Tell me you like my shirt. Salty and Savage. Salty and Savage Show.
That looks like a very mighty fine shirt. Whoever designed
great.
it is a great human being.
He's pretty brilliant. He's pretty brilliant.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy it a lot. It can be found right here
on the stores
on the T Public thing. There's links or whatever, but we're doing this way too early. So, but anyway, it's a dope shirt, isn't it?
There's a new shirt up on the store too.
Is there?
Oh, there is.
Let
Let me send you the link so you can share it with the people.
I have the other. I can probably.
This one's good, and I think this one's just like, everyone just needs to do that. We can talk about it later, though. Yeah, get the shirt if you want the shirt. We're just gonna sell you stuff right off the bat. Anyway, we're doing a show tonight. We're gonna talk about Dr. Doom. That was some news over the weekend at Comic-Con. We're gonna talk about somebody saw Deadpool and Wolverine and has a lot of things to say about that. And then there's just a lot of news happening. Comic-Con was this weekend. The Olympics opening ceremony, whatever that was this weekend. There was a concert down in Atlanta, and there was a person that gave a speech after that concert, and they cleared the building right out because no one wanted to listen to them. Just a lot going on in the news, guys. So, dude.
A lot going on.
Uncapped, you are correct. We are grifters. Except we're not, because the one thing that we will always do is we will promote other people like Uncapped Turtle, who made our intro and makes a lot of our slates and is a really, 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 really talented guy who has his own channel that you should subscribe to.
Yeah, so I used to work with editors and producers and incredibly talented people that did all sorts of stuff on the side, and the speed at which this guy produces some of these incredible bumpers and music and intros and things for us is staggering. He's extremely talented, and we do owe him a huge dedication.
A huge and then just a great idea, right? This is why, guys, we need to get monetized and blow this show up so we can hire someone like Uncapped Turtle, because then he could just become a producer on the show and then have brilliant ideas like that. I wish that this was our top 5 this week, and I'm a little sad that it's not now, because that is a fantastic. Could you imagine? You know what we should do is we should do like a writer's room the night before. And then have Uncapped there, and we'll just come up with ideas, because that's brilliant, bro.
Just like, oh man, there's this.
Dude, it's so good.
It is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Big shout out to Uncapped, and I mean Treebeard is here. Don't forget to check out.
Yeah, dude, seriously, Roman Nation, who's a really, really good dude and a great channel. Everyone should check it out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Treebeard, at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Good stuff. We love Roman Nation here at the Salty and Savage Show.
Thank goodness they're not working on Wednesdays. We love that. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it'd be good. It'd be good. The Roma crew is here supporting the Salty and Savage Show, as the Salty and Savage
Appreciate
Show.
it.
Everyone that watches our show should check out Roma Nation. It's a much different show, all about the news and giving you some insight. And they're good guys over there. Scrapjaw also, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, dude, you're a co-host on that show, or you sometimes are. Every show that I've watched, You're there. Anyway. All right. I don't know where to start. You want to start with the good, the bad, or the ugly, or the questionable? Doctor Doom. That was news. I'm sure everyone knows by now because, again, we're always a day late and $1 short here at the Salty and Savage Show. Yeah. So we're not really breaking. We don't break news here because it's a weekly show and there's just no way that we're going to break news.
We follow it up. It's yesterday's news today. You're welcome.
It's last week's news sometimes.
Last week, most of the time, actually.
But you will get a unique perspective from two guys that worked in the entertainment industry for a long time, both of us. Me in entertainment advertising as an award-winning creative director, and Savage as a Emmy award-winning producer at Extra.
I know. So I know the entertainment news and celebrity news stuff quite well. But yeah, I appreciate them stopping by. We appreciate our fans going and checking them out. And, spread the love. Give everybody a shout. All right, I'm just drinking beers over here. Some Midwest
beers in a fancy glass because why not?
Because why not?
It's a Northern Californian living in Iowa. Ain't no way you could ever be considered an Angelino, you dirty Giants fan.
Probably not, because I'm a super dirty Giants fan.
Dirty as in douchebag. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. The thing that's unforgivable, though, is the fact that you're a Sharks fan.
Am I? I mean, I guess I was as a kid. I don't know. I mean, I went to a few Kings games. That was fun. I mean, I don't know. I didn't root for the Sharks per se, but
it's always funny because all the Sharks fans are always acting like they won a cup because they're like, we won this banner. And it's like, those are all pointless banners. No one cares. You've never won a cup.
I did get to hang out with the cup and kiss it and everything like that.
Yeah. Because who won the cup? Who won the cup? Not the Sharks.
No, it was St. Louis Blues actually won the cup that year. It was the St. Louis.
That was a good year. That was a couple of years after the Kings.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's play the video. Let's do our reaction to the news the big news that everyone's talking about at Comic-Con, because there's a lot of news and a lot of lies told, and this is the big news. This is the biggest one. Do you have it?
Is it? Yeah, I'm about to share it. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Oh my god, we keep getting great. Dude, our chat's the best. I'm sorry, I'm stealing this idea and not sharing the profits because I need to buy a new camera for the Salty and Savage show. Help me buy a new camera. Yeah, so this is amazing. Beers for Tears. That's amazing. Dude.
And then we have maybe it says that on the back, and the front the front left chest is make America 80s again.
Dude, seriously.
It's fantastic. We appreciate that. We appreciate it.
Honestly, I will steal all those ideas and give credit where it's due, and that's about it. All right, let's see this. Now, are we gonna have to pause this because of fair use things and stuff? Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Here's my number one thing. And chat, correct me if I'm wrong. But when I, growing up as a kid, reading comic books, and I'll be honest, full confession, I mainly stick to older comic books. I used to collect floppies. I was all into, collecting, rare stuff. And then I would get graphic novels to read. But I don't go past, the early 2000s very often. But growing up as a kid, I always remember Doctor Doom as, more of a Fantastic Four villain. And that's just not because of the Sony movie, but just because of the comic books. I know that there was a lot of Doctor Doom in Avengers, but I still feel like it's more, if you're going to do the movie, it's more like Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would think so. I mean, well, I'm not massive into all the comic books, so everyone's going to correct me every time anyway. So
I mean, Doomsday has been, has had conflict and has been in Avengers comics and stuff. But I still think that Doctor Doom is the nemesis of the Fantastic Four, besides Galactus. I don't know. You know what? I don't care as long as it's a good movie. That's all I care about at the end of the day.
All right,
I hope it's a good movie.
They're gonna cross streams. It's fine. Here we go. Oh my god.
Now, I will say that is the number one. I feel like this is more of a long intro than Spaceballs with that fucking ship. Okay. Like, it was more, it was actually, when Spaceballs did this, it was hilarious because it was like that ship just kept going. And I remember watching that when I was like 6 or 7. I was really young. My uncle took me to the theater, and we were laughing so loud that the entire theater was looking back at us being like, this isn't funny, but it was hilarious. So screw you guys. This is not that funny, though. Is this supposed to be funny? I don't know.
This isn't that funny. So what we're
Amoeba, though, she has a great comment. She thinks, yeah, Dr. Doom without fans. That's me, right? I mean, again, I'm not the biggest, like, I don't read all the comic books. I like the comics that I have. However, I love the idea of the Fantastic Four and the Avengers teaming up.
Well, I mean, haven't they crossed streams? Isn't it like already known?
Well, yeah, you got, I mean, dude, no, you've had like big, I mean, Endgame in the comics, you know, that the Infinity Wars and Secret Wars and stuff, that's like everybody, right? X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Spider-Man, you know, that's like everybody. I think that, I don't know if you can do that as a film, but it would be cool to try.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, I think they brought, I'm pretty sure in one of the last films they did some sort of, one of the members of the Fantastic Four, someone in the chat is going to let us know, but there was one of the Marvel films or something like that where someone in the Fantastic Four was involved or something. So it's already getting crisscrossed, I'm pretty sure. But let's go ahead and see the actual reveal. It's only taken us 12 minutes to get to it.
We give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Wait, hold on. Let's just pause on this. Is that the one person, though? Is it? You know what? Actually, before we do this, that might be a really, really good time for... little bit of a hiccup there. Not quite a top 5, more like a top 4, but we will have, so we're going to have a poll in the chat tonight for our top 5, and that poll is going to be which actors would make a great Doctor Doom. Like, seriously, you let us know who's the number 1 best actor. There's going to be 4 picks down there because YouTube limits us to 4.
There's already a bunch of great choices. Jason Statham.
We've narrowed it down to 4. We had to cut one. I thought Ralph Fiennes would be one, or Ray Fiennes, whatever he's going by these days. However you say it, spell it.
Isn't he's doing the Orient Express now or something? Isn't he old now?
I don't know, but I think he would make a great.
He's so good. He's sophisticated and fantastic.
So you see the actors down there. You let us know your thoughts.
Okay. Ooh, Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, that would be good. I thought Hugh Laurie would be a good one.
Mads, love it. Actually, Mads or his brother could play. Either one of them, either of the Mikkelsen brothers could play. Doctor. Because
I don't hate that idea.
That would be pretty good. They could do it. They could actually play it in like 2 different stages, where one plays him in one era and one plays him in a later era.
Listen, Simply Green, play along, okay? We work really hard on this show. Help us out here. None of the above.
All right, so here's the great reveal that everybody was like, "Wait, what?"
Which everyone's seen this by now, right? Okay.
People,
I have feelings about this. And then he wears the Tony Stark glasses, which is that an indication of something?
Are they?
Weren't those glasses made famous by Tony Stark? No.
Same task.
Save the MCU. New mask, same task. Save the MCU.
Save the MCU is right, because the MCU in the 4th or 5th or 17th level or whatever, like Masonic thing they're trying to do.
Masonic thing.
It's been rough. And how do you bring anybody back? Well, you bring the biggest star who brought in the biggest bucks in every single film that he was in, and you're like, well, we're doing multiverses and all this stuff now, so we can easily bring him back, and we're gonna throw the money at him.
There's only okay. So my question is, and we had that question I think in the description for the video, is RDJ playing Victor Von Doom? Or is Tony Stark in the multiverse? Remember, the multiverse is Tony Stark, one of the many Tony Starks in the multiverse. Is he becoming Doctor Doom? Because that has actually happened before and would be really, 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 really cool. And the only way that I can see them, and Disney's already said Tony Stark is not becoming Doctor Doom, but Disney has also lied to us all the time. Harrison Ford literally said he wasn't going to be the Red Hulk. We all know he's the Red Hulk. So Disney's lied to us a lot. So the only way to me that this is acceptable as not just a cheap gimmick to get people to see the movie because no one wants to see new MCU, whatever you want to call it, movies because they're terrible. The only way that it's acceptable is that if it's a Tony Stark from another dimension or another world 2000 whatever, in the multiverse, does a dark turn, heel turn, and becomes Doctor Doom. That's cool. And I'm all about that because Doctor Doom is an immensely powerful villain. Tony Stark doing a heel turn and becoming Doctor Doom is immensely awesome. But if it's RDJ playing Victor Von Doom, I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out. I think it's just a cheap gimmick at that point.
Yeah, that would be pretty rough. They IGN does a deep dive here, and do you want to get into what they were? I think you kind of wanted to dive into some of this stuff.
Yeah, let's see what does IGN have to say about it.
So they asked the question we just asked: how can Robert Downey Jr. be Doctor Doom? And the shared history between Doom and Iron Man explained.
I think the only way that you can explain it, Treebeard has it perfectly. So it's basically, what if Iron Man was evil? Yeah, dude. And I think that's really, really cool because Tony Stark has that personality because he's a bit of a narcissist. He's totally an egomaniac. And and evil is in all of us. Any given moment, like a bad experience can make someone do really heinous things. And I think that's a really interesting story to tell. I have an issue with Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Von Doom because I've said this before on our show. I don't like it when, like Chris Evans was the Human Torch and then became Captain America. And while he's a great Captain America, he was a great Human Torch. And it's just like, dude, tough. Tough. It's like, I don't want to see, I'm sorry, I don't want to see the same actor playing multiple characters in the same universe. Like Ryan Reynolds being, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, is a little bit different because it's DC, and so it's like, separate universe. It was hilarious that they made fun of it in Deadpool 1. But like when it's the same actor in the same universe, I'm like, I don't want to see that, man. I just don't, Even Robert Downey Jr. is not going to do a bad job. I mean, he's just not going to do a bad job.
Simply Green coming in here. Multiverse Stark. Point, he goes through the portal in the first Avengers. His descent into madness, and he teams up with an evil AI, goes full Doom.
Dude, here's the thing. This is why I don't like Disney, because they do DEI hires anymore. Honestly, you want Simply Green, you want Uncapped Turtle, you want Scrapjaw, you want Treebeard. You want these guys in your writer's room just kicking around ideas, you know what I mean? And finding that one thread that really, really works, and then you just pull on that thread, man, and you get it going, you know what I mean? Oh, dude, come on. Man, that's good stuff, dude.
It is pretty good. So the IGN goes into the reveal. Avengers 5 has now become Doomsday. Marvel's fans are still trying to wrap their heads around the announcement, blah, blah, blah. So we have a lot more questions than answers at this point, but it's important to remember one thing: Iron Man and Doctor Doom have a long history together in Marvel's comic book universe.
Tis true.
So we can only assume this casting will play on that history one way or another. And as
I'm hoping.
As we grapple with the surprise announcement, let's break down the relationship between Doom and Iron Man in the comics. Blah blah blah. Iron Man and Doom's shared history.
And it's quite a juicy one. Because Iron Man is one of those comic characters that's done a lot of this through the Marvel comic book world, you know, like ups and downs. But he is one of the for me as a love, like I love, like for me Marvel's here and DC's like here, and then like Dark Horse is like somewhere in between, and Image is somewhere in between, you know. Like I've never been that big of a DC guy, but Iron Man is like, when it comes to like my favorite comic book characters, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Punisher, Iron Man's up there, man. Like for real.
I mean, he's awesome. I mean, and for good reason. He's become, you know, one of the favorites in this whole new wave of AMCU. So Doctor Doom will always be defined by his feud with Mr. Fantastic. As the traditional origin story goes, Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom were college roommates and intellectual rivals from pretty much the very beginning. Victor was obsessed with building a machine that would allow him to communicate with his dead mother. Reed warned his frenemy that the machine was dangerous, but the arrogant Victor didn't listen. The stubbornness wound up blowing up his face, literally, when the machine exploded and scarred Victor's handsome mug. One soul-searching journey around the world later, Victor Von Doom was reborn as Doctor Doom.
Well, dude, we missed it. So there was an ad there to the right on your screen for sunscreen, and I thought that was a little funny because I think that the computer people, the little gremlins inside the computer, know that you're Ginge and you need sunscreen.
They know that even this like LED light in front of me is like slowly just scorching my skin. I'm just pretending.
I don't know if everyone saw the ad on the right. You could scroll back and see the sunscreen ad.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And the computer knows that Savage is a Ginge.
There's no way it knows. It definitely knows. It definitely knows. That's our word.
Yeah, Amoeba's all, Google knows everything about you, and they know Savage is a Ginge.
So the rivalry between Doctor Doom and Tony Stark took shape in 1981 storyline called Doom Quest, where Doom Quest, where both Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are dragged back in time to the court of King Arthur. That would actually be interesting if there's a sequence where all of a sudden they're drugged back in time and Robert Downey Jr. plays both characters. Oh my gosh. Doom attempts to forge an alliance with Morgan Le Fay. Is it Le Fay?
I gotta get my glasses.
But there are no match for the Morgan. I think it's Le Fay. But there's no match for the combined might of Iron Man and King Arthur's Knights. Oh man, Iron Man and King Arthur's Knights. Look at the old school. I mean, look at this artwork. Art by John Romita Jr.
Yeah, man. So one can hope to draw that well.
So they had another face-off in 2007's Mighty Avengers, which is set in the aftermath of the Civil War crossover and Tony Stark's promotion to director of S.H.I.E.L.D. After Doom is implicated in an attack on New York City, Iron Man leads the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. in an all-out invasion of Doom's kingdom in Latveria. Though Doom wasn't actually responsible for the attack, he winds up in S.H.I.E.L.D. custody.
You know what would be so cool, man?
That actually really works.
If they're doing Avengers, okay. So
I mean, all these things totally work. But I like Simply Green's idea a little better.
Baby Walt Disney in a manger, please. Baby Walt Disney in a manger. Please. If we have Avengers versus Doctor Doom, and the new Avengers, because you know Tony Stark is passed away because he sacrificed himself for the good of humanity and snapped his finger. If we have like the new Avengers and then they have to travel to another multi-dimension to get Tony Stark, good Tony Stark, Iron Man, to fight Doctor Doom, Tony Stark,
Dr. Doomerman.
That that saves the MCU from the dismal failure that has been the last 5 years. Has it been 5 years? When was Endgame? Endgame was like 2018.
Dude, it feels like 15 years ago. It's been so long since I've even wanted to watch some of this stuff.
Like, dude, seriously.
I
will pray to dear baby Walt Disney in a manger.
Oh, sweet, just supple baby Walt Disney in a manger having a diet Mountain Dew.
Sitting in your icebox as they've frozen you. Please
to keep you for later, because
reach out with your consciousness and get these freaking assholes out of your company so that we can get a good movie.
He's like, can't we just do Snow White again? I mean, come on.
I know. I wonder what. Well, dude, that would be a really good. Guys, do you think that would be a really good issue of Sounds Do Good? Is like Ben Franklin meets Walt Disney and they all go back into the future, and it's like he's like, "What is this? This is my company. What the hell?"
Yeah, www. A WWWDD. What would Walt Disney do?
Listen, the D on my hat is for. Didn't you know Magnum PI was the greatest show in the 1980s of all time?
Oh, let's keep it 80s. Let's do it. What is the chat's been going off? I've been slacking on the chat. There is, I think, RDA. Hold on.
Right now we have Rami Malek with 0. I don't know who picked that guy. What a loser. I wonder who's going to win. I wonder who's going to win.
What's going on? Rami Malek's at 0. Huh?
Rami Malek is at 0. Hey, you know that there you go. The chat is speaking and they have opinions, and for this one next week we will do a special top 5, and we will be slaves to this list, and we might bring in some new people because you have summarily rejected people like Rami Malek.
Yeah, which is understandable, I guess, at this point. I wasn't
Yeah, wait, Walt wouldn't make it into the car park of modern. No, you know why? Because he's a white, straight Christian male, and they would be like, "Sir, you don't have a place in this company because you're a white, straight Christian male." That is the hilarious part.
We're not hiring any of you. He's like, any of me? My name, I'm Walt Disney. And they're like, ooh, yeah, that's not gonna look good. Ooh.
We can't have the founder of the company be hired at this company.
You know,
given the political spectrum,
the Disney company,
the
Disney company is really trying to distance ourselves from the Disney name and brand. Disney.
We just don't want to be. Disney does not want to be associated with anything that has to do with Walt Disney and his views on anything that he's ever said in his life.
Things Walt would
about say. MGM or the Warner Brothers.
He walks,
or women. Women.
He's like, "What do you mean no smoking? What do you mean?"
Oh my God, I miss smoking so much.
That was a kind of a cool thing.
I always tell my wife, I'm all, wife, if you go to Jesus before I do, I'm going to smoke.
Don't do it.
A lot. Because I'll be like, what is the point? I'm just saying, I miss smoking. So I quit because of my wife. But man, do I miss smoking. And I do wish it was 1956 because I'd be smoking right now.
I wish, man, I'd be smoking right now.
I know. The Quiet Part podcast, which you guys should all follow. He's doing dude, guy got monetized. Congratulations to the Quiet Part podcast. He got monetized like last week. He's got a good podcast. You guys should check it out. Good for you, dude. Honestly, I am a quitter. But if you knew how hot my wife was.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we all know you go on and on and on. It's lovely. We all appreciate how much you appreciate your wife. Dear Lord.
She made me a sandwich today.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. She made me a sandwich yesterday. She made me tacos today. I have the best wife.
Dude, I had tacos today too.
Ooh, what kind of tacos did you have?
Ew, they were just beautiful beef tacos, ground beef tacos with some fresh jalapenos and
Oh.
little tomato, cheese, and
Oh.
sour crema and lettuce.
Oh.
Well, there was a little bit of a frijoles in there. I had there was a dash of refried.
I made homemade double-decker tacos because Taco Bell is a dirty restaurant that got rid of the best taco ever invented.
Dude,
So I made my own refried bean. I didn't make them. My wife made all of this, but I put it on the little
all right.
flour
So
tortilla,
this
wrapped
is.
it on the corn shell tortilla, put the meat in there.
I feel like if they have, I didn't realize they actually got rid of the double decker taco. I was a big fan, but I did convert at one point. We should probably make this a short so that the Taco Bell people know from one Taco Bell brother to another. I mean, look how purple Taco Bell this room is, and how our graphics.
I love Taco Bell. I don't care what anyone says.
So what I've found, you go with the cheesy gordita crunch.
No, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No,
it's absolutely comparable.
No,
and also delicious.
Incorrect. It is disappointing. It is disappointing.
What you should buy is you should actually just buy a Taco Supreme and a bean burrito, and then you unroll the bean burrito and then just set the Taco Supreme.
No, I got you even better. What I do when I go to Taco Bell is I buy the Taco Supreme. I ask for the mini flour tortillas, and then I get a couple of those, and then I buy the bean and cheese in the cup, and then I just make my own damn double decker because nothing is better than the double decker taco. It is the best taco.
So you
out of all fast foods.
I didn't realize you could just ask them for. You can ask Taco Bell for tortillas.
Absolutely, man,
dude.
Some Taco Bells, when I tell them what the double decker is, they'll make it for you.
Oh, they're like it's just like beans and cheese and sauce. It's basically like a bean burrito. But
poor Treebeard. Treebeard's like, I'm lost. We have no Taco Bell in Ireland. Hence why I'm trying to move to the US.
I mean,
bro, we will get you here. We just need to find you a hot babe that loves Irish guys with your Irish accent, so you can get a green card faster. You know. I mean, they're letting you know what you should do, Treebeard? You should fly to Mexico.
Go to the southern border.
And then just walk up to San Diego and go right there. And you'll get right through, dude. Just put some makeup on, because you haven't gotten a lot of sun in your life because you live in Ireland.
No.
So just put a little makeup on and then just, walk right through.
You don't even need. They'll probably rush you through. They're like, "Oh my gosh, are you stuck over here? Let's get you on the other side. Are you all right? Do you need suntan lotion? You look like you need sunscreen." You're like, "Geez, come on."
Wow, double decker brings the Cosby out of salt. It's true. Do you put the flour tortilla? I can't do Cosby. I don't do impersonations. I'm terrible at it. I'm sorry.
No, you're not the best.
No.
It's funny though.
I might be the worst at impersonations, except for Sean Connery. I do a decent Sean Connery.
Oh, is he gonna do it?
No.
Is he gonna do it?
No, I can't do it.
I
can't do it on the spot. I'm terrible like that. Anyway, So I don't know how everyone feels. There's a top four. Our top five is a top four now.
It's a top
going
four.
There. So I don't know how you guys feel about our feelings on Doctor Doom. My final word on RDJ being Doctor Doom is it's only acceptable if Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Tony Stark doing a heel turn in the multiverse and then becoming Doctor Doom. If he's playing Victor Von Doom, it's just a cheap gimmick trying to get people to go see the movie because they have been failing with really, really bad movies, man. Like really, really bad movies. And that's my final thought.
You see, if Tony Stark goes down to the Baja, yeah, you see, and then that's my I'm not very good.
Is that your Macho Man?
Jesse Ventura. Sorry.
Your Jesse Ventura sounds like Macho Man.
I always cross over. I tried to do it. I really appreciate Andrew Campbell trying to throw that out because there's really only Will Sasso is literally the greatest at doing the Jesse Ventura impression. Like it's
Yeah.
so it's unreal. The guy's staggering at his impression. And I'd laugh my ass off every time. But thank you all for
We're gonna keep that poll open because more people are streaming in. If you're watching on X, which we always have more people watching on X for whatever reason, please come to YouTube. Fill out the poll because we can't do polls on X yet. Elon Musk, you need to fix that. Speaking of Elon Musk, apparently the president of Venezuela is now throwing out like fight challenges to Elon Musk.
What?
Did you see that on the Twitters?
I did not.
So what is it? Victor Maduro, Nicolas Maduro? What's that asshole, that freaking despot, freaking dictator's name? He was like mad that Elon Musk is talking crap about his communist, because they did the whole let me pull it up, guys. Let me pull it up.
Oh, look, here's the this is Marvel Phase 10. Tony Stark is everybody. It's just,
oh please,
like, oh dear Lord. I had some
No, bring it back up. Bring it back up.
Okay.
Let's look at that.
Sorry. Where'd it go? Presenting. This is Tony Stark when he's everyone.
So hilarious, dude.
So it's very nice. And look at this.
Wait, he's Spider-Man twice? What's going on?
He's
Spider-Man with a black suit, Spider-Man with the red.
No, that's
suit.
Venom.
Dude, no, that's Spider-Man.
Oh, that is.
Venom is like, you never show Venom his face. Like Spider-Man shows his face. When it's Venom, it's straight up like the tongue and the teeth. So
This guy.
Galactus.
Oh my gosh. It's pretty
sometimes the AI doesn't know what's going on. That's the funny part.
They don't. This
AI's
this is pretty hilarious. It's pretty hilarious.
Well, I don't even know what that is. Is that Fantastic Four Iron Man?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that Thor Fantastic? Like what? Like it's I
don't know.
Don't think that.
I'm so confused.
Who is that, guys? Is that?
I'm so confused as well. It's because he did have the Iron Man chest thing on.
But
it was Mr. Fantastic, right?
Oh my god, dude!
Tony Stark as Falcon. But he's Sam from Tropic Thunder. Exactly, right?
Oh god. Okay, so I had some like neck beardish guy. You know those people that like when you listen to them, they don't show their face because they never want to show their face because they have like a neck beard that they never shave and they live in their mom's basement and the fat is just choking their voice. He got really mad because I am not the biggest fan of Falcon as Captain America. I'm just not. Like, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I don't like it because of this, like whatever. My argument is this, and
there's an obvious choice.
I've said this on the show before. My reasoning is because number one, I like the Falcon. I like that character.
Yeah,
no, but I like the Falcon. I like what is it? Anthony what's his
Edwards.
Name? No.
Or not Anthony Edwards, sorry. Oh my god.
What's the actor's name, dude? I was just talking about this with my wife. He was on the freaking Wendy Williams show and he was telling like you want Anthony Mackie, thank you. Oh, he's hilarious. He's on the Wendy Williams show and he's like, "Oh, you want us to be chivalrous? You want us to open the door, pay for dinner, do all those things? You make your man a sandwich. Like that's what you do." I'm a big fan of Anthony Mackie, but I like him as the Falcon and that's a great character. And I just think that Bucky taking up the shield, being a guy that got captured by the Russians, turned into an agent for the government against his will, brainwashed, then he gets out of the brainwashing, and then the US government is like basically doing the same heinous crap that the communist Russian government was doing, and he's like, hang on a minute. I find that to be a much more interesting story than the Falcon becoming Captain America and then it becoming a race thing and like whatever. I don't know. That's just me, like that is me. I find that a much more interesting story. Bucky was Captain America in 2008. Sam Wilson was Captain America in 2014 in the comic books. But I just find Bucky taking up the shield, the Winter Soldier. He's got the arm. He's got the super soldier serum type thing in him.
Yeah.
And he's got that conflict of, I'm not going to be your puppet again. I'm not going to be, I didn't want to be the Russians' puppet. I'm certainly not going to be the U.S. government's puppet. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Fantastic backstory. It's yeah. I was all
But
about
apparently, you're not allowed to have that opinion in 2024. You have to just accept everything that Marvel wants to shove down your throat. And you're like, no, I'm sorry. I'm better at this than you are. I am. Because Disney is full of stupid assholes that were all hired based off of how they look, not what they can do.
So before it was apparently necessary to be a particular person to get into Disney's hire. I had a buddy who out of college got a job at Disney because he knew all this. He was very into Disney as a child. He knew all about the history of Walt Disney, all these various secrets about the park that like really weren't necessarily widely known at the time, and all sorts of, and he just totally blew away the interviewer, and he ended up with this great job at Disney. And he then went on to help write and put together the entire Star Wars universe that's at Disneyland. He did a lot of the dialogue, the interaction that you do between the characters, and when you go on like the secret missions with your phone and the Play Disney app that you have to follow around. He wrote a bunch of that dialogue and all the interactions and whatnot. And I was so jazzed that he got that gig. But then he got let go, and I was like, oh man, that's not a huge surprise. I mean, I'm not like totally surprised that they let you, but he was so talented. He immediately had another incredible job at another massive company, and the dude he's wickedly talented. But it was so great to know somebody who was in that close. He was getting photos with Darth Vader and the like Emperor's guards all the time. And I'm like, what is going on? Are these guys at your house? How do you get Michael Bay would have done a better job blowing a franchise to bits than Disney. Right? How are you they're doing such a bad job ruining it? Like, oh, it's so
and again, here's the thing, it's like all it is. Disney is a result of nepotism and then having to cover up the nepotism with DEI. And DEI, we all know, stands for didn't earn it. And nepotism always skips over didn't earn it, just like right there with it. So like Disney is just like 40 years of like nepotism and DEI, and it's all coming home to roost because so much of what they do is so bad. And I think that's a really I don't want to talk about Deadpool until the second hour, everybody. So, but that would have been a really good segue into Deadpool, because Deadpool didn't suck.
Oh man, I gotta
did not
see it.
suck.
I gotta see
Dude,
it.
I know, man. It's been out since Thursday. You had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Worked all Thursday, worked all Friday. Saturday, I represented my new company in a charity golf tournament for a junior diabetes research fund. So get effed in
fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That one's fair. I gotta help people. Oh, wait, you know what? What kind of diabetes? Are we talking type 1 or type 2? Which one is the one where it's because you've eaten terribly, and what's the one that's just genetic?
It's the one where it's junior diabetes. It's where any child who has diabetes.
Okay, so the genetic one.
It's we're helping kids with diabetes.
So I can feel bad for the genetic one. I don't feel bad if you've just been eating like a piece of crap your whole life and you got diabetes.
That's not always how it works, but
no. Okay, but that's the difference, right? I'm not a doctor. That's the difference between type 1 and type 2, right?
That is the extremely basic difference, is that one is adult onset where you get it later in life, and one
because you're like my grandmother and can't control your diet.
It's or sometimes you're just genetically predisposed to eventually get it. Your body just eventually can't produce it.
I worked with a guy that was very svelte, very skinny, did the gymnastics, had diabetes, didn't judge him harshly. I was like, yeah, that sucks, bro.
I hope not. I hope you didn't
you know.
judge him harshly. Jeez Louise.
No, why would I? He was in better.
Sudden
I'm eating
onset.
tacos and sandwiches all the time. What are you talking about?
As
Nah,
sudden
it's very-
onset, as opposed to adult onset, just sudden onset, like boom, diabetic.
I'm just
Oh.
saying, like, my grandmother was like, oh, you're diabetic because you eat donuts all the time and cookies and crap like that. That's your problem.
Diabetes.
You know, it's just like, I don't really feel bad for you. That's on you.
Oh.
You've been eating sugar your whole life. That's on you.
Well, I mean, the U.S. government has been doing a pretty good job at forcing like corn syrup down all our gullets, but that's a whole nother thing.
Dude, I blame Iowa, the state you live in. That's like,
shit.
oh,
shit.
oh,
Oh.
we gotta have corn and everything because we've grown it for years and we need to make money at it. And the Democrats
no.
were like, okay, let's give you money for growing a worthless crop that no one should eat unless it's a Saturday and they're making steaks at the same time.
Dude, look at the beer. The beer is like a farmer's edition beer with corn on it. Get off. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, look, I love me some corn syrup, but it is the devil's juice.
The devil's juice. The devil's
It's the
juice.
devil's juice.
Oh, give me that sweet agave nectar and sweet cane sugar.
Oh, wait, that's right. That's right. We call him, he's from Nebraska. So,
Nebraska
I mean,
is
Nebraska
superior.
does and that's the funny part. Nebraska does outproduce Iowa in corn. However,
Good for you guys. Good
Nebraska
for you guys.
doesn't do much else.
That's about it.
Nebraska basically disappoints in football and basketball and college sports and makes more corn than anyone. That's what Nebraska is known for.
On the alphabetic list of all the states, Nebraska's right in the middle.
And being a really weird state that does not award all its electoral votes to the winner of that state, because Nebraska, kind of one of our shittier states, I have to say.
Ooh, I don't.
Nebraska is like an East Coast state in the middle of the country, and they should be kicked out. They actually should. Nebraska should be kicked out and put on an island somewhere, and then just incorporated with the other surrounding states.
What? Okay. We're gonna turn Nebraska into a prison state. No,
that was how Georgia started. Actually.
20-foot
Not
fence.
if no one knows, Georgia started off very much similar to Australia.
No, that was Australia. Oh yeah,
No, that was Georgia. Georgia was a prison colony.
that's why it's always on my mind. That's why the lights are going out all the time in Georgia. That's a night the lights went out in Georgia. Please don't take our money if you monetize us.
Anyway.
All right, where are we at?
What up, Roma Nation? Hey, look, Roma, if you're coming for free publicity, we already plugged your show.
Like
We probably will do it
minutes-
again, actually.
like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, but we already did that early on in the show. So where have you been, dude?
Right. He's probably been handling business. Probably doing what we should be doing right now, actually doing something.
Oh, well, I'm just delaying because, well, what should we talk about? Oh,
Don't we have what? How's our poll doing?
I have an announcement. No, we're gonna check in the poll on the bottom of the hour,
He has an announcement.
or the top of the hour, the top of the next hour. I have an announcement, guys. I have an announcement. Let me pull it up here. Do I have it up?
Oh no.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bum, bum,
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
I'm waiting with bated breath. I think everybody else is too.
It dropped, guys.
Oh my!
It dropped. Issue 2 is up in the store. Okay, so if you don't know, I write and illustrate and color and everything else a comic book, and now I have dropped issue 2. If you have issue 1, issue 2 is now ready to order. Ready to order. The link will be in the chat because it's the same link as before that we've always shown in the chat. So issue 2, very, very cool. Great cover. We were talking about Nicolas Maduro and his little, wait, let's wait. Oh, wait, no. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go.
That's a night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Look at that.
Look at this incredible.
Not me.
Why do I keep disappearing? Oh my God, where am I going? Oh my God, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. That's Amoeba's artwork right there. Amoeba art storm. We can't hear you, by the way. You disappeared. You got to do like this or something. Where'd you go?
I wanted everyone to see the art. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. That's the night that the lights went out.
That's issue 1. But you can get issue 1 at the link, and then you now can get issue 2, and there's an issue 1 and issue 2 bundle. So it's on the store. So that's my special announcement. My comic book is really, really exciting. It's about a teenage Benjamin Franklin who gets kidnapped by people from like a tech company from the future, and he gets his essentially his consciousness downloaded into a VR program where there's an artificial intelligence that starts to think that it's God and is trying to essentially create a better world and is doing what it thinks it should do to make a better world. And Benjamin Franklin is horrified by this and decides that he's going to do something about it. So a big fight ensues. There's lots of robots, there's lots of lasers, and action. So think about, like, you know, how Doctor Who's gotten really crappy since Disney's taken over. Actually got a little crappy before that. This is like, if you want science fiction that doesn't suck, isn't woke, isn't going to lecture to you, isn't going to like be.
I love. There's genuine.
Still going to be cheesy though. It's still going to be a little cheesy.
There's a little cheese, but there's genuine historical fact in here and interesting information and great poetry and prose, as it were.
That's a good question, Vosh.
You drew it.
I drew it. I do all the artwork. Actually, issues 1 through 2 is all me. I pencil, I ink, I color, I wrote it. I wrote issue 1 with a friend. I write the rest. It's basically, it's kind of all me, man. I have a lot of help though. I got help from Mike Barron. I got help from Paul Ravoche. I got a lot of help from other people advising me and helping me make it better. And I have my father, who's a historian, who helps me with the history and stuff. So it's really, really exciting. But
Salty
there's a
Papa.
special panel that I was talking about it earlier. There was a voting map that that was very, very odd that happened in Venezuela, and it looked a lot like this.
What?
It looked a lot like this right here. Oh, what? Like the voting map. That voting map looks a lot very familiar to a lot of people. And then this, you know, or the voting graph.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Oh, yeah. You know, and so this is a panel that you'll find in Silence Do Good. Enjoy it. Buy issue 2. It's really good.
It is. Yeah, it's quite a powerful image. You're all of a sudden you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, I went there.
Did this guy just? Wow. All right. That's a pretty awesome image. It's very good. The artwork. I mean, it's so good. It was so crazy because you and I were friends for so long and just chatted and just whatever before I ever really knew to the extent of what you did and how talented you were. And it just absolutely, it's one of those things you become friends with someone and then all of a sudden you're blown away you're like, wait, I kind of only know you when I was half drunk most of the time. I didn't realize.
I mean, you were half drunk. I was completely drunk.
Okay.
Because I worked in entertainment advertising in Hollywood, and I needed to drink copious amounts of alcohol just to survive it.
It is. Yeah. Let's just say that working in the entertainment news industry, there was definitely like a 3-year period where I don't really remember much. I was just kind of drinking
all the time just to survive.
It's not something that like it's not a badge of honor that I wear. It's super sad, but nonetheless I'm like, man, that was kind of a blur, wasn't it? I was just that whole era. I mean, I had a great time. I know I had a great time.
Oh, we had a blast, man. And the best part is that we disagreed a lot. We agreed a lot. And it was fun when we agreed, but we had more fun when we disagreed. And that's kind of what we do here on the Salty and Savage Show is like agree. It's more fun to disagree with people that aren't assholes that can be like, yeah, you know, I don't know. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Instead of being like, oh my God, you're a horrible person and I hate you.
First thing, it's like, nope, you're a Nazi. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I know. It's so ridiculous.
That escalated.
So I wanted real quick. So we have it's like 30 plus pages of story in this one. It's really, really good. It continues the story from issue 1. You have the full color. It's full color. Looks beautiful. And then there's the bundle. So you can get, if you haven't gotten issue one yet, please do, because it's really, really good.
It's a different cover than this. So I need to get that one as well. But
yeah. And then we have the signed issues too. So we sell you some signed ones as well. It's a good story. I am having a blast making this. I love this story. I can't wait to wrap it up with issue 3. It's going to be amazing. I got like 8 pages left to ink on issue 3, and I cannot wait to tell you guys. Is it color? Yes, it is full color, dude. It is full color.
Or is it?
Is it color or color?
Color.
Well, it's we had a war and got rid of you, meaning you, Britain. So it's, you know, color without a U.
So it's.
But yes, it's full color.
It's without you.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
that's the book, and that brings us up on the first hour. So what that means is we're gonna leave you,
party?
Or not leave you. Actually, we're gonna take a break.
We're not going anywhere. What are we talking about? What's going on? Here we go.
And play the trailer for Silence Too Good that you've already seen a million times, but I don't care. Watch it again.
It's not too long. You got it.
All right.
Live on Indiegogo, it's Silence Do Good. So,
All right.
Boom. Like seriously, like I already am ready to hop over to that link and get issues. I got to get that because they have all the different covers. So I got to get all the different covers, you know.
They're everywhere. Issue 3 is coming soon though. So issue 3 is coming a lot faster than issue 2 did. I'll tell you that much.
It did take a
while. I had a full-time job up until March. I was a creative director at a company that did like gaming, VR, AI stuff. And I left that job to do this show and to focus on the book because I got tired of working for the man. Yeah. And I'm glad. No one needs to work in the entertainment industry anymore. It's just not that great.
Their Plight Design comes in, totally nailed it. I bet the guy who made this has an amazing beard and likes double-decker tacos.
Bro, double-decker tacos are the best tacos.
They were, I mean, it was when they invented the double-decker taco, it was like, wait, what?
Oh, I should say they're the best fast food tacos. I mean, shredded beef taco from like Don Cuco's or something like that. That's still like a better taco. Like my mom makes some of the best Mexican food ever. That's a better taco.
Shout out to moms who make bomb ass Mexican food.
You know, but if you're gonna do fast food tacos, the Del Taco, and then before the Del Taco is the double decker taco.
My mother, when we were younger, she would get all the, because not everybody wants all the same stuff in their burrito, or they like a little more of one thing or less than another. So we cut the middleman out, and we would just have all the ingredients all over, everything heated up all over the stove and next to the stove, and we would call it roll your owns. She'd be like, "You get it? Go roll your own. Make your own burrito.
Go roll your own."
Little did I know that, like, she was laughing because at the same time, because she was also going ahead and rolling her own doobies. But it's it's like, no wonder these tacos taste so good. Why does it smell like marigolds? What is that?
All right, so do we have wait, was it last week that we were surmising and wondering who was playing Lady Pool?
I think that even 2 weeks ago?
Or was that 2 weeks ago?
Because last week we were heavy Joker centric. I feel like Lady Pool. Well, no, did we do it because it was right before the movie came out? I don't even know. Holy mo, 2 weeks ago. Quiet Part, already on top of it. Boom, confident.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Quiet Part. So we have confirmation. I have confirmation. I went and saw the movie Deadpool and Wolverine this weekend. Good God. It was really good.
It's
okay. It was a really funny movie. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to do any spoilers because I know a lot of people, Savage hasn't seen it yet. A lot of people in the chat haven't seen it yet. So I'm not going to ruin anything, but we will talk. The one spoiler I will give is because it's in the news and you can deal with it. So Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' kids had sneaky roles in Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's true. So the Deadpool core
I get
is a thing that happens in the movie. I'm not spoiling anything for you. It's already been talked about in the news. And if you're not paying attention, I'm sorry. But so if you don't know what Deadpool core is, apparently there's a lot of people on the left side of the political spectrum that are like really, anti woke, or, they get really mad at like people like me or even people like you, Savage, that aren't necessarily like, pro the woke stuff. And they think that like Lady Pool somehow is like a woke DEI thing and they're celebrating. It's like, no. Deadpool core is a thing. And if you've ever read any Deadpool comics, like the world is your oyster and you can basically do anything. And we're not lore breaking having Lady Deadpool, but Lady Deadpool was in fact not played by Taylor Swift or anybody else, but played by Blake Lively. And there was a lot of hinting at it in the film that was so chef's kiss. Great writing.
And I mean, yeah, when we were talking about it, we had a bunch of great ideas. And then, of course, her name came up and it was like, oh, well, duh. That's got
yeah. And so I'm not going to read the whole article, but essentially what this article is stating is his kids also got to play part of the Deadpool core, which was really cool, man. Like it was really, really, really fun. It was a great scene. It only happens it's only in the movie for a scene, so it's not like it's the whole thing. It was just the movie. Okay, so this is my review, spoiler-free review of Deadpool and Wolverine. Super spoiler-free.
Super spoiler-free review. This is fair use.
This movie was essentially, it was very nostalgic, number one. I mean, it was like they were hitting all those nostalgia points. This was written, this was directed, this was made by people who appreciated the comic book fans, that appreciate the history of the X-Men in general, the X-Men universe. There was a lot of notes that were just very nostalgic that really just were nice to see.
A bunch of like X-Men animated series kind of nods aside from his outfit.
Look, sometimes nepotism can work, okay? It's all about merit, my friend. If the person is talented and it works, then it's fine.
Nepotism in bit parts, eh?
Hey, look, I'm always about nepotism as extras and background and all. Like, you don't need any talent for that. Come on, man. Like, it's just fun.
That is harmless. That is harmless.
Yes, totally I'm all for harmless nepotism. So anyway, if you are a big fan of X-Men comics, this movie is going to love you. It's loving you very nicely. It's like, look, we cared. We know the books that you've loved, the stories that you've loved, and we're showing some of that. If you are a fan of a lot of the Sony Marvel films, there's a lot there for you to have fun with.
Really?
And then
really?
It spent a lot of time making fun of itself, making fun of the direction Marvel has gone, and making fun of literally everyone. So there's a lot for everyone to love. It's just a fun film. It's super violent. Me and my wife saw a small child in the theater and we're horrified that a small child was sitting there watching this because of all the violence and all the dirty jokes. But if you are fine with rated R comedies, blood and gratuitous violence, and also want to laugh a lot, you're going to love it. The opening sequence. Oh my gosh. The opening sequence, savage. Okay. So Deadpool 2, amazing opening sequences. Amazing opening sequences.
Yes, of course.
This one is the best opening sequence.
Oh,
the title sequence
really?
of Deadpool and Wolverine, hands down the best.
Really?
If you want to see Ryan Reynolds in a Deadpool suit recreating Justin Timberlake, is it just who? Oh, wife, can you text me? And also, can you bring me a new beverage? Was it Backstreet Boys or NSYNC was the opening song? It was one of the boy bands, and he was literally.
Was it I Want It That Way?
No. Was it Bye Bye Bye? It was Bye Bye. Who sings Bye Bye Bye?
Is that Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC. Bye Bye Bye. So Ryan Reynolds is doing the freaking Justin Timberlake dance, like straight up the Justin Timberlake dance of like bye bye bye, and like destroying all these. And I'm sorry, I'm not ruining this, guys, because it's not a spoiler.
It's fine.
Destroying all these TVA agents because obviously Deadpool is going to, kill a lot of people, and it's just like this music video, and it's the credit scene, and it is. Deadpool 1 was amazing. Deadpool 2, fantastic. This, hands down, the best. Absolute the best. Jim Tells You. Finally shows up. Speaking of, we should have Jim Tells You on in the next couple of weeks as a guest because he will give us a lot of content. We can talk to him. He's a really fun guy. If you don't know who he is, you should follow him on the Twitters and the YouTube, mainly the YouTube, at Jim Tells You, because he will tell you.
He will tell you.
But yeah, it was good, dude. It was really, really good.
Let me tell you, he'll tell you. Now, I've seen there's a
Flight Design is a music snob, as am I myself. Sorry, I listen to good music. Dude, bro. We at the Salty and Savage Show, we do good music. Savage has great taste in music.
Oh, I love good music.
And I would not consider NSYNC among the good music. However, this opening sequence.
Good God,
no. Don't care.
Yeah, of course.
It's so good.
It's worth it when the cheese is just right. When it smells just stinking like a nasty feet. When the cheese is just right.
Man,
it's very nice.
So I would say Deadpool and Wolverine, highly recommend. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think that the weakest part of Deadpool was the plot was a little weak. I'll be honest. The plot was a little weak, but they took a kind of so-so plot and made a really entertaining film that, again, I will say this. It's almost an apology letter from Disney. It is almost an apology letter. We're sorry for the last 5 years. Yeah, no, because it's making fun of themselves. It is a movie that is using the multiverse to correct a lot of what the last 5 years has been, which has been disappointing. It's pointing that out and making fun of it. And it really is. I would say that Deadpool Wolverine is an apology letter to the fans, for sure. And a really good one. Like it's one of those apology letters where like, you know what, let's get back together. I remember how good those boobs were.
I'm looking for a higher res version of this because I saw this meme earlier and I wanted to ask you if you agreed with it. So unfortunately, this is super small, but I'm going to try to like make it a little larger. But the meme was implying that like the series was going full speed ahead, and then all of a sudden, you know, as if it was a Mustang, and then all of a sudden, meh, it's like a Honda Civic. Would you agree with this?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I would say that the Honda and the Honda does make a cameo in the movie. The Honda Odyssey does make a cameo in the movie. Yeah. I would say that if you're gonna just do three, I would say there would be a fourth on the. So if you have the three right here, okay, so 3 acts. I would say that maybe the Honda Odyssey is in the middle, and then I feel like it finished strong. I really do. I really feel. And maybe I'm because I'm a sentimental guy. I like cheesy films, but I really felt like, I'm not kidding, man. This was an apology letter from Disney to Marvel fans. It was like, there was a couple of things where they're still doing that they're kind of pushing the DEI and the woke thing, and you're like, but it doesn't matter. And here's my thing: is like, I would not care. The Acolyte and all its like foibles and like DEI woke crap, I wouldn't care if the story was good. And I think that Deadpool does it. It's like, okay, fine. Put it in there. Put that cast in there. Yeah, the obvious cast of the woman that's the boss babe. That's the person, the BIPOC, whatever. Put it in there. If it's a good story, I kind of don't care. And honestly, if no one was talking about all this crap all the time and trying to force it down my throat in every freaking film, I probably wouldn't notice.
Right. If it wasn't a thing.
No, I mean, if it wasn't literally in every film where you could almost predict it now, it wouldn't matter. Like, it wouldn't matter because the movie's good. The movie is just good. So if you actually can separate yourself from like the FNT crowd and all their stuff all the time and just go watch a movie, you're going to be like, dude, this movie's freaking awesome. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Uncapped Turtle says it has the most heart of any Marvel film yet.
Dude, that's not hyperbole. That's the funny part, man, is that it's irreverent humor all the way. And there's moments where you're just like, oh, like Wolverine's character has a story arc and you're like, oh. And if you like, you do kind of need to know the comics to understand his story arc a little bit, because it's only a 2-hour film. So they can't like, honestly, dude, I wish they made this movie a trilogy. Like this storyline, Deadpool and Wolverine, I wish they would have done this storyline as a trilogy, because it would have been amazingly epic, because then you could have seen Wolverine's story arc a little bit better. However, 2-hour movie, they did it well. They really did. 8 out of 10, man. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's a
highly recommend, man. Highly recommend.
Salty rating. 8 out of 10. Highly recommend.
And I'm like, it takes a lot for me to get a 10 out of 10, guys. I mean, it really does. Like a 9 out of 10 is a lot. There's not very many movies that get those ratings. So this,
we're not looking for a bridge over the River Kwai,
please do the top 5.
Please do the top. I just did the same. I was like, please.
It will ruin nothing. Wait, okay. What is going on? I don't know what's going on ever on midlife.
Check X, bro. Dude, check his DMs, bro.
Who has the best wife, by the way? Look at this. I had an empty drink.
Ooh, very nice.
I have a full drink.
Is that got lovely ice cubes in it? That's very nice.
That's good. Ice from my well. So it's the purest water.
Do you have a nice little filter action on that? And then, wells are lovely to have. I had one when I lived in above the Napa Valley.
The Quiet Part podcast, I will say, I wouldn't even give Silence Do Good a 10 out of 10. However, I'm glad that you're thinking you should.
Silence.
I will say that I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Silence does a 10 out of 10.
There's some things I could have done better, but it's my first comic book, guys. And for a first comic book, dude, it's good. For a 5th comic book, it's really good. For a 10th comic book, it's really good.
But what about Spidey? X-Pool. When does that happen? Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're kind of like they can do anything as long as it's good. That's the whole point that Salty keeps reiterating. It's like it doesn't like the ideas can be outlandish, but if you actually produce something that's really good,
just write a good story, man.
Just make something really good, and people will lose their minds. Ryan Reynolds doesn't do it unless it's good. That's part of why these work, is because he goes, no. That doesn't work. That's too cheap. That's too cheesy. Oh, that's just right. Or they won't get it. That's too meta. That's too, that's perfect. Like him along with a number of other people that are working on this franchise just know entirely too well what actually needs to be done to produce quality film.
And I like, full disclosure, I'm a giant, like, I think most people know that if you're new to the show, I'm a giant Deadpool fan. I'm a giant Ryan Reynolds fan. I actually was fortunate enough in my career working in entertainment advertising to work on Deadpool 1 and 2 marketing campaigns. I did some stuff. I was the one that illustrated the Deadpool emoji keyboard that actually had almost as many downloads as Kim Kardashian, which was, that's a weird thing to say. I didn't work directly with Ryan Reynolds. We got notes from him indirectly, but we were writing a lot of scripts for television spots, and we did a stunt on Extra that Savage was familiar with, where Deadpool we did a special April Fool's joke special with Mario Lopez. And I'm going to tell you, I have never in my time working in entertainment advertising, working on Ant-Man, working on Spider-Man, working on Civil War. I worked on Captain America Civil War, worked on Deadpool, worked on a lot of Marvel stuff. I have never seen a creative team as dedicated to bringing a comic book character to life as I've seen Ryan Reynolds' team, who he took a large, he like, the whole story behind that, by the way, is just like the guy loved that character. He really is the one that made it happen. And I've never seen that much love of the comic book from creative people in Hollywood. Like, I mean, I worked on Batman versus Superman. Dude, I remember reading that script in a conference room at Warner Brothers Studios, and I was falling asleep in the conference room as I'm reading that script because it was so flipping bad, dude. Zack Snyder and his writing team couldn't write worth a crap.
They stare at each other.
Oh my God. I go over to, I think it was Fox. Fox had it. I go over to Fox and I'm reading it was Fox. I'm reading the Deadpool script down over there in Century City, and me and the other guy that are in the room reading it separately are laughing out loud as we're reading it, just like, oh my God, what the freaking frick? Like, the love that goes into these movies. It's like, dude, that's all the fans want. They want this kind of love, man. That's all they want.
Like the level of detail is incredible. The level of extra stuff that they do. It's almost like the level of dedication that the show Lost had, where they had produced websites that were based around the fake companies that were in the show and all that stuff. Anybody who's into the Lost lore, show me where you're at, my Lost fans. Previously on Lost.
Yeah, it's Simply Great says the 8-minute video that leaked. Okay, so a little story behind that 8-minute video that got leaked. Everyone's seen it. It had the No Doubt song. This shit is bananas. BANANAS. I wish they had actually had that in the movie, because I remember when we saw that crap leak. So it was a leak. No, that was Fox was not confident that the movie could generate a fan base. They didn't, like, you got to understand something about Hollywood executives. It's all about numbers. It's all about money. They don't like to take risks. They don't like to take chances. They have no heart. They don't believe in the art. Yeah, right. I mean, Savage knows this. So they leaked this test footage because they were trying to get this movie produced, and it really wasn't going anywhere with the executives at Fox. So they put it out on YouTube because they knew the fans would freak the fuck out. And they did. And what happened was executives saw 1 million views, 2 million views, and they were like, oh my God. That's why they leaked it. It wasn't a leak so much as like, no, we got to put this out here because the executives at 20th Century Fox are fucking morons.
We need to just make this happen. We need to just make this happen. The fans, dude, that's the thing. It's like, can you imagine like slyly producing something and just putting it out there, and then all of a sudden forcing a franchise or forcing a large company to do something with a particular product or a particular brand because the fans were like, oh my God, this is actually what we wanted the whole time. It's fantastic.
Oh, I haven't seen Lynch Mom comment before. BVS, Batman versus Superman. You're right. If you say anything bad about Man of Steel, though, I'm out. Well, I might.
Oh,
I might.
Don't you dare say anything about Kevin Costner.
Oh. Okay, number one, Man of Steel. Wait. Overall, good film. Good film. Overall, good film. Casting?
Dude, Zod.
Casting was good until Lois Lane. I was not feeling that Lois Lane casting.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry.
Not a huge fan.
Okay.
Not a huge
However, that's forgivable.
It is.
Where the special effects of it was the first Superman film where you felt Superman be super. Like
the impact.
Just
the impact was just like,
whoa.
Yeah.
I was watching this going, holy crap. It's the first time in my life where I feel like Superman is Superman. Like you saw it in the comic books. You never saw it in the movies, you know? Like what's his name? The little PDF file, Bryan Singer, Superman. You didn't see that. And the Christopher Reeves, you didn't really get that. Even though that was Christopher Reeves Superman, the first one was really, really good film. Where I got lost and where Zack Snyder lost me, and this is what Zack Snyder does, man. Like he misses the boat, dude. Is that he always misses the boat of the heart of the character or the heart of the story. And Superman would try everything that he could to draw Zod out of Metropolis so it didn't become a natural disaster. Like he would have done anything he could to fight him on the moon, in space, like wherever. That being said, like it was still cool to see all that power. That's forgivable. But Superman killing Zod the way that he did, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like, and again, DC, Marvel. So, in all, good movie. I had some issues with it.
It was one of those that a lot of people were it was kind of in the era of just bashing all the movies that were coming out.
Yeah.
It was
it's not a bad movie. It's a really entertaining film. Like as a whole, I just think that like Watchmen, that's a good movie. But bro,
the score is fantastic.
The point.
The score is fantastic as well. I listened to a lot of scores. Oh, hey, big boy. Oh, the beast just barged in. Hey, what up, big boy?
Oh, look at the baby doggy. Look at Ted in the background, too.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, hi, big boy. Okay. So, sorry, everyone.
Look at that beautiful beast.
Oh, man.
So, sorry, Lynch Mob, if you don't like that, if you don't like my take on that, you know, it is what it is.
Good boy. Good boy.
That is fair. And I would say that would be a good argument. But you got the comic books to contend with. And I just feel like it was too much of a departure from the character, from the comic books. And again, I would say that like Superman probably would be my most favorite character out of the DC universe. And the one that I've read the most. I was like, that felt off. It really felt off. But it was the same thing with Watchmen and the ending. Like changing the ending kind of changed the entire point of the story, and I didn't appreciate it. Even though arguably the ending of Zack Snyder could have been a little bit more of an improvement from Alan Moore's ending, because Alan Moore's ending was a little cheesy. However, the message Alan Moore was sending got completely murdered by Zack Snyder.
A lot of stuff got murdered by Zack Snyder.
Dude, Cavill is awesome as Superman.
Cavill was pretty great. He was pretty solid.
Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Cavill has made cameos in other films that everyone will love, and he does this. It's really good. I love me some Henry Cavill. I appreciate the fact that he does not drink water for 3 days to do his shirtless scenes.
Oh, jeez. Good for him. Good for him.
But I actually want to see Henry Cavill make an appearance in the Marvel universe, hopefully as Wolverine. Just saying, that would be
Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
Dude, are you kidding me? Come on, he would be perfect as Wolverine.
I mean, he wouldn't be bad.
Oh, dude, he needs
saying.
more hair. The only thing is that Henry Cavill needs much more body hair. So I've never been a person that was like, oh, let's get a 5'3" Wolverine. Like, who cares about that? Like, did you know that, Savage, that Wolverine was 5'3" in the comic books?
I feel like
Have you never seen the lineup of the
I feel like
characters?
I remember him being like smaller, but I don't remember him being that much smaller. 5'3".
5'3".
Look it up. It's a fact. This is a scientific fact. Wolverine was 5'3".
Oh, can I even find it on the internet? So, but I would really like there to be a hairy Wolverine. Like the hairless thing, I'm like,
Give Danny DeVito a shot.
well, you know who they wanted to have as Wolverine first?
I'm the trash man. I eat garbage.
You know who they wanted to cast as Wolverine before they got what's his name?
Wolf Manja. Who? It was
The dude that played the detective in Roger Rabbit.
I'm sorry, what?
That British guy. Yeah.
Wait, what? He was supposed to play Wolverine? No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Oh my
No,
god.
he
Guys,
wasn't.
chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember his name now. The actor that played the
It's
detective
Bob-
in
it's
Who
Bob-
Framed Roger
it's
Rabbit.
Bob
Hoskins.
Hoskins. It's like
he
what?
he was rumored to be they wanted him for Wolverine.
No way.
Yeah. He was a short, hairy guy. They were like, dude, you just gotta lose some weight. Because like Wolverine's supposed to be 5'3", stocky, hairy.
That seems crazy. But also Bob Hoskins is fantastic. I'm just not seeing it. I'm like,
I think Bob Hoskins would have to do a severe regiment of like getting in shape to have been the Wolverine.
rumored.
But I would say like that might be a top 5 hairy actors that could play the Wolverine, because it needs to be a hairy guy.
Does-
Like
what about Ron Jeremy? He's grossly hairy.
isn't he
Oh
in
wait,
jail
he's
now?
in jail. Never mind.
Isn't
He's
he in jail
prison.
now for
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a PDF file?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think for some reason I think we talked about him last week because he was a PDF file.
Like
Anyway.
I'm talking like Tom Selleck level hairy. You know what I mean? But Tom Selleck's too tall.
Tom
You gotta
Selleck.
like he's way too tall to play Wolverine. Like
So you
Tom
need a
Selleck,
a
hairy.
short hairy guy. What about
Not short, just like not 6'3", you know, like he can't be over
Right.
6 foot. You know, why am I spacing on the guy that plays Wolverine's the freaking Australian guy? Oh my gosh, every time Ryan Reynolds does the Australian accent when he's doing Wolverine, it's hilarious.
when Ryan Reynolds does it?
God, he's like, oh, I got my clothes. I can't do it.
We're gonna get bombarded. The other side of the world's gonna be like, no, you fucking stop that right now.
You stop it right now.
You stop that shit right now.
Got
Don't
my
even-
clothes, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Those two. So we're supposed to what happened
Oh,
with our
wait.
poll?
Dude,
What happened with our
Cavill
poll?
has a lot of chest hair. Thank you. Okay, so Cavill
alright.
has a lot of chest hair.
It's all right. It's all right.
Nope. Hey, you just need some hairy chest. You can't have this clean shit wax crap anymore. The Wolverine is a hairy man. He's aggressive. He's muscular. He's stocky. Henry Cavill should be the next Wolverine.
What happened with our poll, with the Doctor Doom poll? Is that even a thing still?
Oh,
What's
I think
going
it
on?
is, but we want to
should
keep
check
it
in.
going.
It's an hour and 30 minutes in. Okay.
Oh, should we do
we-
the top 5 that we promised to do
We sh-
last week that we
we-
forgot to do because we do
we should.
that on the Salty and Savage
Because
show?
we occasionally do that and we just start talking about random other crap.
Are you guys ready for 2 top 5s? Ready? Wonderful graphic from Uncapped Turtle because he rocks. So, Savage, we got another top 5, bro.
We got another top 5. That's right, we do. And it's the top 5 actors who could or should play the Joker, right?
Yes, I would argue that these top 5 actors would be a better Joker than Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, this is all a
Shots fired!
this is a very good argument against Joaquin Phoenix and his just
Hair lip.
assault.
Hair lip.
His assault, that's rude, but nonetheless, it's very funny. And his assault on our senses with all of his acting, it's very good, but we don't want him as our Joker. We would like probably any one of these other 5 people.
I would say that Joaquin Phoenix might make my top 5 list of overrated actors.
He is good, but I would say he is a little overrated. I would call it. I would agree.
I'm just saying.
All right, so coming in at number 5.
Dude, okay, hold on.
What's
Just
happening?
have to pause really quick because Andrew Campbell makes me laugh all the time.
Jason
All
Statham
the
he'd be a great Joker.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you want to do a job for the Joker?
You want to do a joke?
Hey, are you
Do a job.
what do you think you're the Joker? I'm the Joker.
Do a
All
joke.
right, it's terrible.
I do love the Jason Statham character in Skyrim. I really do appreciate that character. Anyway.
You would like a good Skyrim. That sounds like something.
All right. Who is our
All right.
number 5 best actors to play the Joker better than Joaquin Phoenix?
Boom, number 5. It's Alan Cumming. Is he coming or going? We don't know, but he's going to be an incredible Joker if we give him.
Where's the picture? What does Alan Cumming even look? And seriously, I
do you
don't
mean?
know if that's the right joke to say
I'm
while saying coming or going. I'm just saying.
just
I don't
saying.
know. I'm
Are you-
just
are
thinking
you
might need. There
Yeah.
we go.
Are you
There's
not
the
seeing this
picture.
Okay.
Right?
Was I having a delay? Maybe I was having a delay.
You are having a delay. But you think he would actually be a great joke. He played Nightcrawler in X-Men, the X-Men trilogy, the Bryan Singer PDF file version of the X-Men, which was not that great. And he was great as Nightcrawler, though, which is maybe one of my top 10 favorite comic book characters of all time. He would make a great Joker. I'm sorry.
He would make a killer Joker. I mean, his facial expressions, his over the top hyperbolic acting, his outfits,
Ooh.
his dress already. Look at just as a regular human
I
being,
know.
he dresses like the Joker.
Riddler has a good point, though. Oh,
He-
he would be a good Riddler, too.
Oh, and
Ooh, that's not a lie. That's not a lie.
A valid argument, 100%. But we're
Yeah.
focused on the possibilities, and you could absolutely bring him in as the Riddler, and nobody would be upset. It'd be
Not angry at that
Yeah.
idea or suggestion, and also agree.
and also agree. All right, so
So yeah, number 4. Can I
Number-
count?
number
Can I count backwards?
Number 4. Here we go. Number 4 is one of Salty's absolute favorite human beings. This young man, right?
I do love me some Jude Law. I don't
Dude.
care what anyone says. He's a fantastic actor.
He loves Jude Law.
I do.
But I'm not going to lie.
He's a great actor.
I do really appreciate him. He's been in a number of really interesting films over the years, like Enemy at the Gates. He was fantastic. And then in like,
Wait, wasn't Alan Cumming in that one too?
I don't think Alan Cumming was an Enemy at the Gates.
Wait, who was in that one?
That was Ed O'Neill, I believe. And it was much of a hardcore war film, snipers, World War II snipers, I believe.
I could have swore Alan Cumming was in that.
Okay. He may have been a flamboyant.
Yeah, he was. He actually makes the best Watson, because if you read, I have it right up here in my bookshelf. If you read,
for Joker, not for Watson.
No, but I'm saying he does make the best Watson, because a lot of times people think, oh, Watson, this frumpy, like chubby guy, and it's like, no. Watson is a handsome, debonair, gentleman bachelor that all the ladies love, and that is Jude Law.
And
yeah.
And this look right here, just a side look to camera at a step and repeat, just on some.
I think he would make a great Joker.
He'd be a fantastic Joker, an absolutely fantastic Joker. All right, so losing Jude Law. That was number 4, was it not?
That was number 4.
That was number 4. All right, number 3. Dun dun dun. And this might come as no surprise to some people, but where it is on the list, we don't know. This young gentleman, right?
Yeah. So he played the Riddler in a terrible, terrible, terrible Batman film that should be stricken from the record, forgotten from history, and never mentioned again. Because honestly, he would make a much better Joker than he would have ever made a Riddler if you've ever read the comics. Okay?
He's so good. I mean, he's so talented. And although he wasn't that the one that had Mr. Freeze as well, which is one of your favorite characters?
Oh no, Mr. Freeze is my absolute all-time favorite Batman villain. And what Joel Schumacher did to the Batman franchise is an affront to humanity, and I hate him.
And I hate him. So Jim Carrey, yeah, he was the Riddler, but I don't know. It feels like a lost opportunity. Like he should have been given a shot at the Joker.
Absolutely, he should have been the Joker in something, because the smile, the laugh, the hilarity. He is crazy in real life. He could play the mad villain, like
I think
perfect.
I think the older Jim Carrey is even better, because he's
got
that
absolutely
advanced sense of acting, an advanced sense of a twisted humor, and an understanding of the possibilities of a lost mind, as it were.
Yeah.
So Jim Carrey came in at what, number 3?
Number 3, and I'm hard 3. Totally agree with this.
It's super good, super good. All right, so coming in at number 2. Gosh, these are so good. This was all very difficult, just so you all understand the effort that went into this show. Oh my god.
Hey, we do a lot of production value on this show, damn it. Maybe not this week, but last week we did more.
Maybe not this week. We do a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. I don't care what anyone says. He's the best part of what's her name? The Netflix series, Marvel. Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Yeah,
he was
great. He was so. Oh my god, you wanted him to die. You were like, oh my god, I hate him. He would be a great Joker.
Absolutely fantastic. His entire demeanor, his delivery, his cadence, his kind of he's almost like, I'd say he's like similar to like if you blended Alan Cumming with a Jim Carrey. Like he's just got this. He's so good. Everybody on here, I'm sure, knows how talented this man is.
Absolutely. I don't like that he's becoming more outspoken politically. Please shut the fuck up. You're dumb. But the art, I care about the art. I always care about the art. That's all I care about. Unlike my wife, I can separate the art from the politics. And he, as the Joker, God, that would be a really good casting. He is one of my favorite doctors. There's so many doctors that I love. He is definitely, he's top 5, maybe top 3 best Doctor Who's. But he would just make a really good Joker. I think that he could actually bring a darkness that we kind of got a glimpse of with Heath Ledger, but he would take it in a different way, where I think I'll be honest, Heath Ledger was a great Joker, but I think David Tennant could bring that darkness and madness and laugh and kind of clownish behavior that really makes the Joker, you know? And I think that he could do that really, really, really well.
I think I absolutely agree. He made it number 2 on the list on our top 5 actors who should and could, or maybe we're working.
Oh no, this is the number 1 best. This is a missed opportunity by Christopher Nolan. This is a missed opportunity by Warner Brothers. This is hands down. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to know you anymore if you disagree. This is the best person to play Joker that should happen very soon. If Warner Brothers knows what they're doing, they will cast him today.
Oh my gosh, it's really so good. And when we were talking about it, it was, as soon as it came up, it was just like, oh my gosh.
It's the obvious. It's the wait, hold on. It is the most obvious choice. It's absolutely the most obvious choice. And if you please in the chat, give us your guesses as who we think should be the best casting for the Joker and actually would replace Mark Hamill as the best Joker of all time. I will say, I will go on record, and everyone knows from last week, I absolutely positively love Mark Hamill as the Joker. He is the best Joker that we know of. But
Nicolas Cage is actually that's great, Nestor.
Disagree to disagree.
That's great, Nestor.
Andrew Campbell says Jack Nicholson was already on our list last week as the second best all-time Joker, or the third best all-time Joker after Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill.
And Mark Hamill, of course.
This guy, though, he plays the Joker. Number 1.
It's over. Are you ready? Here we go, chat. Skadoosh. You're looking at it. This man right here, Crispin Glover. So
absolutely, hands down, the best Joker that never has happened.
Any arguments whatsoever?
Bring them on, because you are wrong.
What up, Fox? What up, Fox?
Hey, what up, Fox?
Crispin Glover. Yeah, any arguments whatsoever?
I mean, have you not seen him in Charlie's Angels? That's the Joker. Have you not seen him in Willard? That's the Joker. Come on, guys.
Man, Willard is twisted.
Dude, boy. Willard is so twisted. And that's actually the Soska sisters could never hope to do a horror film. Willard is 10 times better than anything the Soska sisters have ever done in their lives. And it's because of Crispin Glover, who absolutely... Norm Macdonald would have made him... I don't think Norm Macdonald could have done anything seriously.
Hey,
but he is my favorite comedian.
Is Batman here?
No. Hey, so you know what I found funny was I put a thing in Batman's drawer, and it shocked him.
And it shocked him. It was a dildo. See, it's funny because it was sexual. Damn it, Norm.
I'm sorry.
We missed you, Norm.
Norm Macdonald is, my wife will tell you guys, Norm Macdonald is my favorite comedian of all time. Absolutely love him. He's not the greatest actor, and he could not pull off the Joker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Crispin Glover, though. And if you guys are not familiar with Crispin Glover, you got to see Back to the Future. You got to see, he's been on he hasn't been in a ton of stuff, but everything he's ever been in, man, he is such a good actor.
So I have a little Crispin Glover story that I actually went to Crispin Glover's house. It's in the Hollywood Hills near Dodger Stadium, and it sits on.
That is not the Hollywood Hills. That is Chavez Ravine.
Sorry, Chavez Ravine. It's just on the other side of Chavez Ravine, and. It sits kind of up on a hill where these streets kind of go up and around, and you get lost.
We can forgive you, Savage. We can forgive you because you're not from LA.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all right. The Dodgers stole Chavez Ravine anyway, so
Like you do, because imperialism is the best ism of all time.
It's the bestism. Oh,
No,
train.
it is.
We got a train.
Oh, at this
Oh.
time of hour, 10:45, a train.
Man.
How rude!
How rude. So I actually went over to, I knew somebody who was renting like the back side of his house. There was like a whole like guest suite that I think he may have had, help in at one point, but it had like a crazy, it had a crazy shower that was like a full window like to the street. And it was a woman that lived there. And I had gone over with a few people. We went over there and walked around his house and checked it out because it looks like a weird castle, kind of like there's turrets, and the architecture is like different.
Oh, I know that house. Because
like,
that's actually no, that's on the north side of Chavez Ravine. No,
it's yes,
north.
Yes,
yeah, it's on the northwest side of Chavez Ravine.
It's a little away from Dodger Stadium. I mean,
I know.
Most people
know that house.
Most people would have no clue like how close that is, but nonetheless, yeah, it's so weird. It's like one part's brick and one part is a turret and one part looks like rocks and one part.
It's a madhouse. It's actually it's a crazy looking house.
Painted all different colors. Like one part is red and one part is blue and one part is purple and that's his house. Like that's where this guy lives.
This is why he's the perfect Joker. Come on.
Like, I need to hold on a second. I need to find. Let me see if I can find it. Chris.
Well, Plight Design has an idea for me, but he has yet to say it. I want to know this idea.
Crispin Glover's house? No, that's not it. Crispin Glover's chateau? No, not in the Czech Republic.
Hey, you get your damn hands off her. Dude, he was so good in Back to the Future. He really was. But dude, you got to see I'm sorry. So Drew Barrymore and what was it? What was her name? The Charlie's Angels. He was so good because he like grabs the hair and he's like and smells it. Like, dude, come on, how is that not the Joker? Come on. So here's the thing, though. Christopher Nolan actually wanted Crispin Glover to play the Joker, and then Heath Ledger sent him a tape, like an audition tape, and Heath Ledger was so good that he was like, "Oh, I gotta let Heath Ledger do it." And also, I think the executives wanted Heath Ledger to do it because he had more name recognition. And again, in Hollywood, it's never about the talent. It's always about the ticket draw. And Crispin Glover is not going to give you ticket draw. Heath Ledger playing Joker, that's going to give you ticket draw. So that's why that happened. But could you imagine, man, dude, I mean, Heath Ledger did a good job, but I'm sorry, man, that script with Christopher Nolan doing Batman, I don't know, man. I think Crispin Glover would have done a way better job, dude. And probably wouldn't have died because of, having to cope with the role because he's already mad.
God. Oh, my God. Crispin Glover wraps it up, folks, for good reason, as number one of who should have and could play the Joker.
Oh, dude. We do album of the week, but maybe we should do 80s song. 80s, you know what we should do? We should do 80s song reactions. And you and I watch a music video from the 80s and just have our reaction of whether we've seen it or not. And just, that's a good idea.
We'll never get monetized that way.
No, we will, because we'll pause it. It'll be fair use. And we can talk about our love for 80s music. Because at the Salty and Savage show, we want to make America 80s again. So much so, we made a shirt that you should buy and wear that's awesome to make 80s America again. Or to make 80s America again?
Yeah.
Or make America.
Yeah, make one of those. You could figure it out. It's one of those. But this, you can get it in all sorts of dope colors. It looks gangster AF, as the kids say.
Plight Designs, my wife is texting me right now saying, "Send me an angel as the first one." I don't know if that will be the first one, wife. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it could be, because that actually is a good song. Full disclosure, guys, Savage. I made, for the 10th anniversary of my marriage, I did a mixed album, because you remember when you used to do mixtapes back in the day and you'd send the girl like, "Oh, I made you a mixtape." So I made my wife a mixtape for the 10-year anniversary, and I did a cover of "Send Me an Angel" by a really, really fun band. I can't even remember the band now. Let me look it up.
Oh, come on, man. Get with it. Hold on. You think about who the band was.
No.
And I'll
Gunship. It was a cover by Gunship.
Dude, Gunship is so good.
I know, dude.
Dude, speaking about making America the 80s again, Gunship brings that 80s vibe, boy. Sometimes I throw that on when I'm in the shower, and I'm just like,
if you guys don't know who Gunship is, oh, you guys got to check out the band Gunship. It's a really good band. And they do an amazing cover of Send Me an Angel, which I put on the 10th year anniversary of the Salty wedding. My wife really loved it.
The Salty and Wedding Show.
The Salty and Wedding Show. No, I mean, I like being married. I recommend being married, but only marry a woman that will make you sandwiches and not be a feminist.
Just so everybody knows, this now brings a conclusion to our top 5. Man, those are...
The Quiet Part Out Loud the Quiet Part Out Loud, the Quiet Part podcast. Mine arrived and it looks great. The Salty and Savage Show. Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
It does look pretty good, doesn't it? It's a little...
Oh, Fox says, I vote for Dr. Feelgood by Motley. Dude, that's a good one, man. Dr. Feelgood. I met Nikki Sixx at a Rock the Vote event in like the early 2000s. My buddy worked at MTV.
He does a bunch of voting events. I saw him at like a voting event as well.
So I'm standing there next to Nikki Sixx, who I modeled my hairdo after, and I'm standing there next to him with, because I did this hairdo where it was like kind of part Martin Gore from Depeche Mode and part Nikki Sixx, so it was like a little bit of a mullet, black and everything. And I'm standing next to him at this MTV Rock the Vote event with his then wife, who was, what was her name from Baywatch? She was in Playboy.
Pamela Anderson.
No, that was Tommy Lee.
God.
Tommy Lee or whatever.
It was
no, he was the bassist, so he got the lesser of the you know.
Was it Erica Eleniak or something?
No, I don't remember. But Jesse Jackson walks up on stage to give a speech, and he goes, "Oh motherfucker, I hate this guy." And I'm like, "I hate this guy too." And he's like, "Really?" And then the waitress comes up, and he's like, "What are you drinking?" I'm buying drinks. I'm all, okay.
Well.
I'm sorry. I love Nikki Sixx.
Well. So, what about Bobby Brown, My Prerogative?
My wife would vote for that, but I will not.
It's pretty good. It's not gonna make the song of the week. It's not gonna make the song of the week though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like that 80s song of the week, and we'll watch the music video and react to it because we're gonna show you guys some. You know what? Plight design. Thank you. That was a great idea, and we're doing it. Oh, but that, you know what? You know what? I just got the text from the wife, Donna D'Errico.
Yes.
Was and yeah, that was her, and she actually looked better. Here's the funny part. So I've met Pam Anderson in real life. Doesn't look as good in real life. Donna D'Errico, I was like, oh, that's good. She's good looking. She looked better in real life than on TV, which is very rare because most of the time they don't look as good.
No, yeah, there's so much when you get there, you're like on the red carpet or in an interview in the one-on-one room or something like that. The makeup, oh my gosh, it's so heavy, and the camera and the lights and everything, it goes pop, and you see none of that.
Let me just say that I'm very fortunate to be married to a naturally beautiful woman who never wants to be on TV.
And can we also just agree that an additional Salty and Savage shirt?
That's our new t-shirt you should buy. I might change the design eventually, but it's really a message that needs to get out there, guys. It's really a message that needs to get out there. Stop making stupid people famous.
Like, let's get some different. Hold on, let's look at some good colors here. There's a bunch of different colors.
Maybe pick a color that works.
There's a bunch of different colors. There's different fits. There's tri blends. There's V-necks. There's all sorts of stuff that you guys can, right now they're only 16
Only
bucks.
16 bucks, guys.
Yeah, look at this Miami Vice status. Look at this.
yeah.
Look at that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
This was inspired because Savage and I on the Twitters have been seeing a lot of dumb people lately. A lot of dumb people.
There's just a lot of dumb. Like from all directions, there's a lot of dumb.
A lot of dumb. And I'm tired. Like, let's just stop making stupid people famous.
Oof, man. Like the people that have like the most mindless, simplistic view on the world that means absolutely nothing for some reason get promoted because of the who knows, they have a new record out or a makeup line, or who even knows. It's just like, why are they's morons famous? They're not. It's the idea of celebrities. They're well known for being well known. They're not providing a service. And even if you're a millionaire for doing nothing, like, yeah, sure, Hawk Tuka. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like the Hawk Tuka girl. Like, can we stop with that crap?
Hey, she clearly earned her spot on the list.
No, I have another group of people. So buy that shirt. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah, but yes, please stop.
Buy that shirt.
People famous.
But like these people, like, okay, so can we stop? Okay, so here we have someone on the left.
Who is this?
Someone on the right. No, stop making these people famous. Stop doing it.
Well, you just, I mean,
it's a grift. It's all parody. I fucking hate these people. Stop it.
I mean, who are they? Are they AI? Is that like,
you don't know because you're not on the Twitters as much as I am.
I'm not.
But pretty much everyone in the chat is just stop making stupid people famous. I mean, everyone in the chat already is not doing that, like, because they're like, Salty Savage, yes. But seriously,
stop making stupid people famous. So there's still a few more things that we can. We did our top 5. Oh man.
Oh no, we were supposed to do we were supposed to do this. But I have ADHD, and I went, ooh, shiny.
We both are just
so
like.
So what is the album of the week, my friend?
The album of the week is a classic that, I mean, I sent you multiple records so we could confer about it.
It's very good. Wait, can you show? Do you have all 3 records? Can we see all 3 records?
Yeah,
because you sent me 3 records.
I did,
because they were 2 of them were good. One of them was shit, and I hate you that you even showed me that.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
serious?
I am. I'm
all right. So
as a heart attack.
So the 3 albums were Dwight Yoakam.
Oh, so good. If you hate Dwight Yoakam, I hate you.
It's a 1987 album. This is actually a 1987.
Oh, so good.
There's a little water damage on the cover, but this is a great album. It's
a very good album.
Little honky tonk, little country. I should hold on. Let me check this over here. Anyway, so the other Michael McDonald, you're really upset about this?
This is it. It's not it, bitch. No one wants to listen to your fucking shit in 2000s. Okay.
I keep not in love anymore.
Can't stand him. I am Paul Rudd and the 40-year-old virgin, and I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Fuck you.
He's so good. This man's music inspired a lot, but
if I have to listen to one more of his fucking songs.
I love this album. It's great.
I love Dwight Yoakam, and I used to like him, but the fucking radio made me hate it. And also, I'm sorry. No.
So, this one easily won. Purple Rain.
We're gonna make America 80s again.
Because of course we're gonna,
dude. Because this is a bomb ass album, dude. I'm sorry. It's an iconic photo. It was a movie that was not that good. And it is a great, great, great album. Look at what is on the left and the right. What the fuck is that crap?
This is on all of the albums. The newer versions, all of this is not white, it's chrome. So it's interesting. This is an older version. This was
No, the original album is just the photo.
No, yeah. Sorry. This album, this is not an import, but this album was hand purchased in Italy and brought over here. So this is like an Italian copy.
So they did fruit and veggies on the side.
Yeah, it's Italian. It's Purple Rain. Make sure you get to some fruit and veggies on the side.
But this album is amazing. I am sorry, guys.
Not only is it fantastic, but like I didn't get introduced to Purple Rain way back in the day or anything like that. I kind of got in it a little later when a good friend of mine when I was in college, this big, huge, he's a number of years older than I am, but this incredible musician who I was working with and working for, huge, boisterous guy. He was like 6'4", 300 pounds. He had this incredible voice and he would cover The Beautiful Ones. And all of a sudden you'd be in the middle of this like crazy rock show. And then this huge like Sasquatch of a guy would all of a sudden sing this Prince song and he would hit the high notes too. And people would lose their minds. And I went, wait a minute. Is that a Prince? Hold on. And I went back and because I had never like watched the movie, listened to the album and like done the whole experience and went, whoa, dude, this guy's talents go so far above and beyond so many people at the time because he played every single instrument. I'm pretty sure he played every single instrument on this album. Don't play too much. An estimated 25 million copies were sold. 25.
You know what's happening after that. We're about to find out. It's gonna get good. That keyboard is there.
You know.
Oh my gosh, guys, how do you guys not love this? I actually used to live in a building. It was kind of like Melrose Place. My when I first married my wife, she moved into the building with me. It was a condo. We all owned our condos. I rented though from a really nice lady in Palm Springs. She was really sweet. And there was this lady that was Prince's personal assistant, man. It was so, and she would tell me stories. Oh. You just gotta. It's such a good stuff, man.
I think I got some interesting liner stuff in here. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah. Some of this
liner stuff,
like artwork.
Oh, look at that.
We're definitely getting dinged for that.
I don't care. It's so good. It's so good. How do you not love this? How do you not agree? If you disagree, I don't even care. Because if you disagree.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. It's just so good. It's just so good.
It is super good, and that is 100% our album of the week. Purple Rain, baby. Prince R.I.P.
I mean, there are so many good songs on it. It's just the album is basically you play it, you get in your living room, you do the Tom Cruise thing, get in your underwear, and just dance.
Is that what you do?
I do that. I will do that often.
Okay.
And my wife will catch me. And then she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm all, "Come dance with me." Because it is a dance party in the House of Salty.
Salty, check your Discord messages.
Ooh.
Says Roman Nation.
But real quick, hold on. Ready?
Is everybody seeing this guy?
Sorry, I don't care. I love me some Prince. I will dance all night long.
Oh, night.
Ooh, that should be an album of the week.
That should be an album of the week. So that was our.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude.
Okay, hold on. This is the record of the week. Prince, baby.
We gotta, dude.
What does he got? What's
our homie
Roma?
Roma Nation, man. Hold on, let me stop.
What's Roma got?
What I'm doing? He's all, dude. You gotta check it. You gotta do your thing.
Check your DMs.
Check your DMs. Roma
Baby.
Nation watching our show.
Thank you. Oh, nice,
Dude. Look at it. Drinking his drink.
Very nice. Appreciate that.
Ooh, he's on a Mac computer.
Yeah.
Like a good man, because the Mac is where it's at. When you're
Like
working,
a-
you're on a Mac. When you're playing a video game, you're on your PC.
Like a G.
Cheers to you, Roman Nation. You guys should check out his show. Really good. Oh, dirty. No, I'm sorry. The Quiet Part Podcast. PC is for piece of crap. Unless you're playing a video game, then you use a PC. But if you're working, if you're editing, if you're doing artwork, if you're producing, if you're doing any of that stuff, you use a Mac, because who wants to fight with their operating system just to get the job done?
It is true. I mean, I rocked for the longest time, I think up until like 2008 or something like that. I was still rocking this old PC that I built that was running XP Professional or something like that. It was like the last good operating system that Microsoft made. And
Yeah.
it's just downhill from there. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to move.
You console peasants. No. I am a Mac guy while I draw and make the art on the computers and make beautiful things visually. I use a Mac. However, when I'm playing video games, I'm not using an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo. I'm using a PC.
Are you? Is that what's happening?
Absolutely. And I get my PC from Meta PC, which I hope will someday buy ads for us, because I will wear the hat and I will pimp them out like the hoe that I am, because Meta PC makes amazing PCs and their customer service is next to none, man. Because I had some operator error pebcac issues with my PC. Pebcac.
Excuse me? Don't use that kind of language on the Salty and Savage show.
Problem exists between chair and computer, and they walked me through it all and got my PC back up and running, and I'm very thankful for it.
So we've finished up with our second top 5. How's the poll looking?
How is the poll looking? Please, the Baron, let me know how the poll is working, because I am curious as the results. Probably everyone other than us can see the results, because actually maybe I can check the results. I do love the fact that Romanesha sent us that picture, because that is dope, my friend. That is fairly
Right.
dope.
Cheers, brother. Absolutely. Thank you so much. He had all of his
Oh, did he dox himself? Oh, sorry.
he had all his Pornhub links up too. No.
Oh, he did.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
Ooh.
Isn't that the word, like when you like screen grab something and send to someone, you're like, oh, that totally had like my, your bank account, or like
Well,
something that's like right, and you're like,
yeah.
that probably shouldn't have.
Oh, here's what we got. We got Javier Bardem. He's at 37%. Christoph Waltz is at 42%.
And the Javier is in second. Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito is at 16%, and Rami Malek got a couple of votes, or one vote or something, is at 5%. I am sorry. Okay, so personally, I was torn between Christoph Waltz or Giancarlo Esposito, because I love Giancarlo Esposito. He is such a good villain. He's a bastard. Every film he plays a bad guy. There was a show that was on NBC. I don't remember, Savage, but the lead actor used to hang out at the bar that you and I would hang out at, because he was friends with Paul. And it was a terrible show called Revolution. And he was the best part of it, though. He was so good. Okay. Yeah, and the lead actor, I guess, was like childhood friends with Paul, who really good guy that was the owner of the bar that we used to hang out at. But I liked the show because of him. The show was so bad. It had what's her name from The Matrix, who was also in the Acolyte, a Star Wars connection there. What's her name? The
Acolyte is just a terrible branch of the Matrix. It's fine.
But so I could live with Christoph Waltz. I think Christoph Waltz would actually make a better Dr. Doom than RDJ, to be honest.
Christoph is so good.
Yeah, I mean, he is really good.
It's like, I don't want to overuse the guy, but at the same time,
how can you though? He's not in that many things. He really isn't. I mean, he was in Tarantino films, like 2 Tarantino films. He was such an interesting and compelling actor that Jerry Seinfeld was like, I'm gonna break the mold of doing Coffee and Cars with comedians and do Coffee and Cars with Christoph Waltz. Waltz, I mean, because he's that compelling of an actor. He's that talented of an actor. So good.
So what do you think about Andy Serkis? If he hadn't already been introduced into the Marvel universe, do you think Andy Serkis could have played a good Doctor Doom with his kind of dark side? And no,
okay. I don't think he could.
He's such a chameleon, and he can play like almost everything. But I think they really nailed kind of like where. Like, they did a great job of putting him into there.
I think they missed an opportunity to make him the Hulk, because I think he would have been a better Hulk.
That's actually a good shout, right?
Because he could have been better at doing the motion capture for the Hulk.
Oh well, of course he'd be the best.
But no, I don't think he'd make a good Doctor Doom. I really don't.
Okay, so in the chat, so would he be a better? Ooh.
Dude, I don't know. I think he would have been a good Doctor Doom. I'm so mad at myself for not thinking of Hugo Weaving. Both
of those are fantastic shots.
Crispin Glover is still a better Joker than Hugo Weaving. Sorry, it's true.
But Hugo,
but that's good, bro.
He could easily be on that list, but he could totally be a Doom as well, huh?
Oh no, he should have been on. He should have replaced the guy that played
Rami Malek.
Yeah, why am I spacing on the lead singer for Queen? Good Lord, guys.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, thank you. And also, why did they not do that movie where, can we have movies, biopics about musicians where they lip sync again? Like, let's make lip syncing great again in movies. Like, can we make that happen again?
Let's make lip syncing great again.
Because Jamie Foxx is the only guy that could sing the songs of the guy that he was playing. Like, that's a one-off. And that's very unique. And it was good on Jamie Foxx. But it still would have been better if he just lip synced Ray Charles, because Ray Charles is Ray Charles,
he's super talented, and yeah,
no, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is the one guy that could do it. Like, if you're gonna have a guy do it, Jamie Foxx is the guy that doesn't lip sync but sings Ray Charles, right? Like, do you disagree?
No, yeah, there's nobody else who's doing it though.
Joaquin Phoenix, go fuck yourself, dude. Like,
as Johnny Cash,
dude. Come on. And then what's her name is June Carter. Get the hell out of here. You're just now offending. You're now offensive. And then they're gonna do this guy to sing Freddie Mercury. Come on, man.
Come on. I think we're into the 15 minutes into the second hour. I feel like we need a quick second break so that we can come back and hit a couple of interesting stuff. Samuel L. Jackson, wife beater. Oh, nice. Okay. Where he's just staring.
Such a good meme, man. I love it, dude.
Gosh, it's fantastic. All right, so what are we going to?
We're gonna. I'm sorry, Amoeba. It's happening. Just do it. Amoeba's gonna be mad.
Amoeba's gonna really kill us. It's super upsetting. But the quick break.
I gotta make a new one. I'm sorry. I gotta make a new one.
We do. We'll work on it. I was thinking about actually playing my music video from my old band.
Oh, do it. Do that.
I don't know though. I feel because I'm gonna get roasted. I feel like I'm gonna get super roasted.
Well, yeah, but it's the internet, so who cares?
All right.
Okay.
Let me see. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, so this is in 2000.
No, you gotta play full screen though, so we can go away. Okay,
I will. I'll hold on. Let me make sure that this is gonna go like this, and it's gonna go like this. All right, so 2008. Me and one other guy who's
2008
most of the production and most of the writing, but we would go to the bar, either one of the bars that Salty and I used to hang out at, and we would drink, and then we would come back, and we would just write music in the middle of the night, usually until the early morning hours. We called it electro drug rock because it's kind of what
not to be confused with Electro Clash.
And it's a little. Everybody who ever played all of our music for was like, "Geez, you guys really like the '80s, don't you?" We're like,
yes.
Yeah,
duh, dude."
And since we did this years ago, and we actually have an album that was out on iTunes but since this, the sound of like Post Malone and The Weeknd, like that's kind of exactly what we were doing. This very cross between like electro poppy stuff, but at the same time, all we're talking about is like drugs and stuff. It's all completely drug laden crap. But this video was produced like. We didn't necessarily come up with the concept for this video. A buddy that I went to high school.
Savage, just play the video. Let's see the video.
Okay, he wants to see the video. I'll explain later. Here we go. Y'all can hold on.
Stop making excuses. Let's see the music.
You can roast me at the end of this.
It all begins with repetition. Needles moving to the on position. Straightening glass as if it was a tradition. Leaving us with this chronic affliction. This creates this grief. This time to be on this evolution. This creates this grief. This time to be on this evolution. Dragon burns with the flame of addiction, twisting words into every position. No explanation for my current condition. The habits open when we make the incision. Now this could be the last time we will see execution. This could be the last time we will see execution.
So many shots from the Democrats, like all those videos of the Democrats doing Democrat things.
So much, dude. That video got democrated.
That video is just hashtag democrated. I mean,
did you
like
Black Snake Mo GIF intensify?
Yeah, exactly. The funny thing is, it's like me knowing that you're much more of a left-leaning libertarian, because that's what you are. You're like like if we had to identify you as a left-leaning libertarian, that's probably... I'm more of a right-leaning libertarian. So we always find a way. You and I disagree on a lot of stuff, but at the same time, there's a lot for us to unify on, because at the end of the day, we see videos like that and we can go, "Oh, the Democrats! God, man, the Democrats suck!"
It's so great.
The mainstream media is like, "Oh, let's make you forget about everything they are doing because we still want to keep doing it to you," which is segregate you, enslave you, oppress you, terrorize you. And that's a music video of all of that. And who perpetuated all of that in the 50s? That would be the Democrats.
The United States government is very interested in like making you think that, oh no, this is all great, like everything's fine, but also we're going to put in place policies that are completely contrary to everything that we're saying. And it's like, oh no, we're going to be total friends with you guys. Not Democrat.
And that's why I want to recruit everyone to the Republican Party, because we need to kick out all the Rhino Uniparty guys that do that same thing, because there are a lot of them. The Mitt Romneys and the what's his name from Florida, the other guy.
What is his name from Florida?
The senator from Florida, the two, but anyways, and the Lindsey Grahams and all those. Get out of my party that liberates people. Get out of my party that is for freedom. Get out of my party that's for liberty. Get out. Go to the Democrat Party that's for slavery and segregation and racism. Go there. No, not DeSantis. The senator. Rubio. The R in Rubio is for Romney. No, I don't hate DeSantis that much. I just think he was a dumbass for thinking he could run for president against Trump. I just thought that was dumb. Sorry.
Well, I appreciate.
I like the Vivek guy. I like that guy. I'm like, I want to see more of that guy. I wish he was the vice president nominee, not the other guy. I don't mind the other guy though.
Wow, the other guy. I appreciate you all. Going ahead and listening to my ridiculous song and music video. There is a full album of Wonderland. I think it's 5 tracks or something like that on YouTube. The YouTunes. It's on
YouTunes on the YouTunes.
Oh,
Oh, I'm stealing that from my comic book because I'm always trying to come up with names for everything that's replacing this stuff.
It's FaceTube and the YouTunes.
Well, because I think that people will start to get when they get issue 2 and they get issue 3. I think in my comic book they're going to start realizing that my comic book is fiction that is speaking against social media and is going to be letting you all know that you should turn around and run away because the AI and the social media will destroy you. Or it's just my social commentary on all that. But yeah, I'm going to steal that for the YouTunes. It's going to be called YouTunes in Do Good.
In the YouTunes in the Do Good. So yeah, nonetheless, Wonderland is out there. I forgot to ever even plug that ever. It's been like 15, 16 years or something since I did all that stuff. But the Wonderland still lives and breathes. The other half, Nick66, he lives up in the Napa Valley. He's still working on it, but that guy's an incredible producer. Someone in the chat mentioned Full Sail earlier, and he went to Full Sail in Orlando, studied music, came back. He was already super talented, incredible virtuoso guy. And I was like, dude, we got to make some music. We partied for like a year and a half and wrote an album. And this was the result. This was the result. San Fernando Valley. We actually have a kind of a cover of Hotel California that's called Motel San Fernando.
But don't ever cover the Eagles. Don't ever give the Eagles anything.
We changed the lyrics.
Not the Eagles, man.
We completely changed the lyrics and the chorus. It's just, well, anyway.
We had some interesting news from Jim Tells You, or Jim Satala on Twitter.
What does Jim tell us?
So, from Victory News Network, which I am not sure what that is. Despite admitting to sending inappropriate sexual messages to minors, Dr. Douchebag, aka Dr. Disrespect, has now returned to YouTube platform. To herald his return, the disgraced game streamer has kicked off an all-day marathon of Minecraft.
Dude, no thanks.
No thanks, douchebag, Dr. Douchebag.
Like, what?
What a douchebag.
Yeah, why? Why is he back? Why would they accept him? I don't even understand. There are people that just like, they say like one wrong word and all of a sudden they demonetize their channel and they block their channel. And this guy, they're like, no, this is fine. He brings us money.
Well, okay. So first off, it's very muddy waters, right? Like for me, I'm all like
it is muddy.
Like, okay. So I could, if you're a single man and you get some hot messages from a lady and you're like, oh, I'm single, I want to talk to you, and you're talking to them not assuming because you're on social media that you're of age and you're entertaining it, like whatever. So if you're under the impression that the person is of age and you're talking to them and you're single, I can't really get mad until you're surprised, like, whoa, you're underage. What's going on? Why are you on social media? Your parents are terrible. Okay, fine. I can forgive that. However, you're married. So, number one, already a douchebag. Like, you're married with a kid and a kid on the way. You're a dick. Now I don't like you because you're messaging women on the internets, and that's just gross. But when it becomes known that the person you're talking to or the woman you're talking to is not of age but is underage and you continue to talk to them, I want to know when the handcuffs go on and you go to prison, because why is that not illegal?
Why? Oh my god.
So you know what I'm saying?
Salty wants to know why the handcuffs don't go on, guys.
No, I do. I want to know why Dr. Douchebag has not been prosecuted, at least charged with a crime by Twitch for doing what he did, because that's disgusting, man. Like I'm a person that is so if
muddy.
You're married, you shouldn't talk to other ladies. Like I'd like to criminalize that. Like just divorce. If your wife's a hoe, just divorce her. Like what the like, you live in a society where divorce is really easy. Just step out and then do your thing. You know, I want to live in a world where marriage matters, and also dudes get prosecuted for talking to freaking kids.
That is true. They should be prosecuted.
You know what I'm saying?
It's super weird.
Speaking of perverts, Naomi Comics is no, I'm just kidding.
Niobe.
Niobe. Niobe, I love you. Everyone should check out his comic book if you guys like hot chicks like Gen. If you're a fan of J. Scott Campbell's Gen 13, you're gonna like Niobe Comics. You really are. You should check it out. But I will say it is for those that like J. Scott Campbell's Gen 13. It's a little bit more, not for the kids, but it's fun and good and great art and good writing. Good writing. Hail, bud.
Lynch Mob, thank you so much for showing up. Turtle hooked us up, but we appreciate the Superman chat. This guy loves his Man of Steel. Absolute banger of a show. You know what? You're right. You're golly gosh darn right. It was a banger of a show. We also got the link to Niobe's comics. Go ahead and check that action out in the chat. If you're on X, we super appreciate you being here. Would love if you came over to YouTube and watched it. It just really helps us out. You can also be involved with the chat, which gets a little saucy sometimes. Some of our chatters are pretty chatty.
Oh, Niobe. He says Outbreak 2, which is his comic book, which again, if you like Gen 13, you're gonna like that comic. It came out today in comic book shops.
Really?
Which is a quinkadink, Niobe, because my issue 2 of Silence Do Good came out today, and everyone get that one too. Please buy both. Please buy both. And Lynch Mob, we appreciate you being here and disagreeing and also agreeing with all the crap that we talk on this show.
This is, hold on, give me 1 second just to kind of bring this over. This is, I believe this is some of the Niobe action, Outbreak 2.
It's great art, man.
I
If
mean,
you like it's great art.
I hope this is legit. I just stole this from the internet.
No, it's good.
This
dude.
looks great. This looks super
It's
great.
good, man. I know the writing is actually very solid, and the art, like he is hiring really good artists. However, again, it's not for kids. And I'm sorry, Niobe, I'm not trying to like sell you short, but if you loved like Danger Girl or Gen 13, and I'm a big fan of J. Scott Campbell, like a huge fan. I have a bunch. I could like swing the camera over and show you guys. It's in that vein. It's in that genre of comics. And it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. No, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Like J. Scott Campbell, there is no absolute. It's not dirty. It's not tawdry. Because like Niobe, we would not even be promoting you here if that was the case. Because I'm very much against that. I'm just letting everyone know it's risque. It's risque. It's PG-13. It's PG-13 risque. You know, it's not even rated R. It's good stuff though. But there's a lot of TNA hinting at a lot of TNA. You know, yeah.
We love a good hint because it always
No nude scenes.
it always
absolutely
allows your mind to wander.
That's why I said J. Scott Campbell, because again, it's very PG-13. It's good stuff. It's great art. But I wanted to warn because Niobe, I'm
too worried about
I'm a
our
family guy. I'm a married guy, and like I don't like. So my brand is very much like, you know, safe for the family. So that's why I give the warning. But it's good stuff, and the art is great. And the artist, he's hiring a few artists, and the guys know how to draw women like really, really well, like really, really well. And it looks, yeah, dude, it looks awesome. It looks really good. But yeah, it's basically it's female X-Men. Again, like Gen 13, Danger Girl, really, really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Really,
I like it.
It's really good stuff. Really good stuff.
I would say if you were a fan of anything Danger Girl, Gen 13, J. Scott Campbell, you're going to love this comic book series. Like seriously.
It looks super great. I love when the artwork just pops and you go, whoa, like immediately.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like, oh no, it's the story's really good though. Like, no, the artwork.
No.
is
The
fantastic.
art is amazing. Like, I don't know who he's hiring, and I'm jealous of their skills because, like, here's the thing. Niobe, I would like to connect with you because I really need to find somebody to do cover art that can draw females in a way that is very flattering to them, because the last cover artist that I hired doesn't know how to draw women very well. They knew how to draw action and explosions and all that, but I need, like, because I have a female character in Silence Do Good. And Silence Do Good.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
and,
Whoa, female characters, look
female
out.
character, and she's very attractive. And I just need to find a cover artist that can draw women as well as I can.
He's got a list.
All right, so I got a lot of news, Savage.
Ready, go.
So we got a lot of news here. I gotta put
Oh.
my glasses on for this.
Oh dear.
Yeah, dude,
Oh
bro.
dear. Why? Is
So we
this
talked about this
still-
last week. We talked about it
Oh.
last week.
That's right. Okay, we did talk about it last week. I was like, why is this still a thing? Okay.
So Mr. Beast has a friend, and that friend was
Works
a
on the-
man
Works on the show.
that woke up one day and said, I'm not a man, I'm a woman. Oh, okay. Ugh.
It may not have been one day, but nonetheless.
Yeah, well, no, it might have been because, they were really into talking to kids. And so we have this. Chris Tyson leaks taken offline. So there was a bunch of Discord conversations, Savage.
Right.
So I don't know if you know this.
Oh,
There's a lot of Discord conversations that got leaked this week.
Oh, I didn't see.
Oh, they were dirty. They were dirty.
Oh,
There
no.
were young underage boys calling this person daddy
What?
and messaging him and calling him daddy and stuff.
Wait, what?
Yeah, super creepy, dude. Super creepy.
Underage boys
Yeah, like Boy Scout level, like
calling
Scout leader Kevin did something dirty to me. Yeah,
calling
that
person daddy.
Yeah.
Which is first of all, that's hilarious.
No, it's gross. It's just gross. It's not funny.
What?
It's actually not funny. It's gross. It's disgusting. So
Okay.
Chris Tyson leaks taken offline mysteriously. Reason is not clear. Context: they were taken off of
supposedly.
multiple sites.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
reportedly.
So this makes me think Mr. Beast has had some connections to BlackRock. There's been some rumors around him being connected to big
what?
corporations. Yeah,
No
there's been
way. Well,
yeah, so Mr. Beast is like, he's doing Taco Bell commercials and he's doing like a bunch of big, so how the Discord leaks of the message boards of the man that decided one day after talking to lots of underage boys that he was a woman. And this is my issue with that whole thing is like, yeah, are you trying to dodge accountability? I think you might be trying to dodge accountability.
that would be an extreme to go, like, just to dodge accountability.
Is it though?
You know
Because
what
I
I'm gonna
mean,
do? Nope, I'm not going to get busted for this. I'm going to go ahead and change my gender. It's like, what?
I mean, we do live in a society where
That
women
seems like-
aren't held accountable for a lot of things.
It
So
seems like a lot, but nonetheless, it was a ridiculous case. We did talk about this last week, so
Yeah.
I did not see the Discord messages.
oh no, there were Discord messages, and then there was young men calling him daddy on them, and there was a lot of tawdry conversation that should not happen, not even in a Boy Scout troop or a Catholic choir. What are the Catholics called with the altar boys? The altar boy situation going on. Should not ever happen, and it was happening. There should be consequences, and I need those to be very harsh. I'm sorry. We need to have some law enforcement get involved, do some prosecutions or some charges, and then have a court case, because this is getting really gross.
All right. So my question here is, what is the implication that these leaks which happened were taken offline? Are you implying, or are people implying that the leaks were taken offline because Discord was like, these shouldn't have been put out there, or the leaks were taken offline because Mr. Beast has connections with some very large.
I'm saying that it is
communities.
straight up. Yeah, I'm straight up saying that because
he's literally the biggest name in YouTube and on the internet. So.
I'm saying I'm sorry. I have. Where is my?
Hold on. I'm pouring a beer for this. Go on.
Oh, I had a tinfoil hat and I lost it.
Oh man.
I will put on my tinfoil hat for this. Mr. Beast has connections to BlackRock and other giant corporations, and I will say that there might be something to him being able to scrub the internet, because who can scrub the internet of anything?
That's crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Like being able to scrub the internet of stuff. Something is nefarious going on, and I'm thinking that Chris Tyson might be I still want to see the list of the island where all the Democrats and uniparty Republicans go to or did go to.
Uniparty Republicans. I like that.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm sorry, the Republican Party was born out of abolition and liberating Americans, and I will cling to that. I want to kick out the assholes. Okay, like there's one party that is split. The Republican Party is bullshit, but there are a lot of Republicans that still believe in liberty and libertarianism, and I want to kick out the rest and go back to liberty and libertarianism and freedom and justice for all, because I like the Superman Republican Party, not the asshole start wars and do bullshit and have PDF files in the party.
All of our friends who own these huge corporations need to make a bunch of money for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
their stock needs to go up.
I'm a free market capitalist, so therefore the small business wins, not a crony capitalist where the corporatists win.
As a new small business owner, the small business is not winning in this day and age. It's something else.
No, and they'll never win in a Democrat-run society or a crony capitalist Republican society. So we must go with the crony, full free market society.
The crony capitalist, like that's just Hollywood, man. It's just super crony, it's super capitalist. It's all it's money. Oh wait, I know you. I'll give you a little bit of this money.
Yeah.
And then money. And how can we get more money? By getting rid of some of these people.
But have you ever wondered what the physical embodiment of a yeast infection looks like?
Is it just like a loaf of like a loaf of bread? Is it rye bread? Is it rye? I feel like it would be rye bread.
And for the five ladies that watch this show,
rye bread. I love rye bread.
There might be three, actually. The three ladies that watch the Salty and Savage show, I hope and I pray that none of them have ever had to deal with a yeast infection.
I'm sure, but it's a common occurrence.
They've heard about it more so than we have as men. Like they've heard about it more so than we have as men. But have you ever wondered what the physical embodiment of a yeast infection looks like?
Oh my gosh! Please tell me it's like is it sourdough or is it rye?
No, it's honkies for Harris.
It's honkies for Harris.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It's honkies for Harris.
Okay, first of all, the top right corner, like Adam, whatever his name is.
Adam is the dumbest of everything. Yes, yes. Adam is wrong about everything. Adam is simply fucking an idiot about everything. Yeah. Adam Conover. Yeah.
This guy reads a Wikipedia page right before he goes into every argument and is like, oh yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, first of all, you don't even really know what you're talking about. You're just spattering off these statistics that you read off the internet. Do you even know? Well, I mean, I have friends who, blah, blah. Do you? No. Don't give me this. I have friends who, and he's like, and he's the head of the Writers Guild. He's like,
dude, don't get me started. Okay,
he's the spokesperson for the Writers Guild, and you're like, dude. First of all, like, I appreciate that you're fighting for the writers. I really do.
No. But no. No!
He's an idiot. He's an
No!
idiot.
So real quick, Paulus Arts, who I want to be real life friends with because he is the nicest, most chill dude on the internet ever that I've ever known. I really like this guy. I want to hang out with him in real life because he is just dope. Woo! What up, bro? What up? But yes, everything that Savage just said, dude, the writer, he is one of the leaders of the Writers Guild, and I want to stab my eyes out because he is also the dumbest man in Hollywood who is wrong about everything that has to do with American history. He is wrong about most facts. His entire YouTube show, Adam Ruins Everything. You ruin it because you're wrong and you're dumb.
He's pretty terrible. He's really terrible, and he comes from this place of just this absolute wokeism. Like everything has to be accepted at all times, and you never think about any sort of context or history or anything ever. Everything has to be like super acceptable at all times, and you have to be open to all options and all this and all. And you're like, dude, do you even know what we're talking about right now? Let's be real for a second. And he's all statistics and all this and all that. I have no idea where he came from.
Oh no, he is a nepo baby. What? He's like Seth Rogen level nepo baby, dude.
Interesting.
Like bro, no exaggerations. I actually, when I'm talking about Paulus Arts, I'm not exaggerating. Straight up love the dude. Like, just think he's super chill and a great guy. No exaggerations, but also I appreciate you.
Check out his stuff. But nonetheless,
Love You Large apparently finds something disgusting. I have no idea. Probably me.
It's not something you don't need to worry about.
Yeah, I don't.
But like
I don't care.
Mark Hamill, it's really tough because you love the guy so much for his art.
I love Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He is the best Joker. Last week, he was the best Joker. Don't care. I always separate the art from the person and the politics because art is art. Everything else is everything else. Dude, I love him as Luke Skywalker. And he will, I think that I really do wish, and I wanted him to maybe not participate in the denigration of Star Wars.
You know what's really funny is I'm looking at this image now again, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this image. I have no idea who they are.
Well, we got the one guy. Is that NSYNC? Like, is this NSYNC?
Yes, I know who he is.
Wife will text me. Help me out. What's this guy? He's a homosexualist. He's a homosexualist. This guy right here.
I have no idea who that is.
He's the anti-gun guy that was a Parkland shooter. My friend Dana Lash.
Was he one of the kids?
Well, he pretended that he was there, but he wasn't there. He pretended.
Did
he? Was
he?
there, but he wasn't there. No, he called out sick. That yeah. So he's this guy is a funny comedian, and I'm disappointed.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
His art. He is so funny. Yeah. Michael. No, I don't. He's in the League. He's hilarious in the League. He's hilarious in so many things.
It's Lance Bass. That's Lance Bass right there. Lance Bass.
Oh my gosh, Lance Bass.
The wife texted me. She's all, "That's Lance Bass." I'm like, "Oh," because my wife knows the boy bands. She knows the boy bands. This guy, I don't remember this guy. Someone please look up who's the freaking anti-2A guy from Parkland. Like, he's such a little. I don't know. His parents are like super rich, and they like basically paid for his. This is remember the Apple versus PC computers. That's that guy. Those commercials.
Wait, the commercials.
Yeah, with Justin Long, who they were really good commercials. No, that's that guy. That's that guy right there.
John Hodgman or something.
Yeah, John. He is a terrible actor. He's really not. Actor.
He's a terrible actor. He's a good writer. He wrote for The Onion and whatnot. I believe he wrote for The Onion, and he wrote a book that I have, and it's just hilarity and chaos. Like, the guy just threw it's so weird. There's a whole random side piece about Hobo Joe Junkpan, and you're like, wait, what? And it's a tale of a guy that rides the rails. Like
Paulus Ars, where the hell have
here we
you
go.
been for the last 3 weeks? Kevin Conroy was number 2 on our top 5 best Batmans of all time, and Mark Hamill last week was number 1 Joker, dude. Okay, so I don't know where you've been.
He's here now.
Keaton is still the best Batman. I don't care
He's-
what anyone says. Fight me.
He's here now, and that's what counts. We appreciate.
I don't know who this asshole is with the glasses.
I
down
have
here.
no idea.
Yeah, I have
He
no
looks like-
idea who this asshole is.
The guy on the bottom left looks like a guy who would get upset at you in like the parking lot of a pickleball court for over.
He
something.
looks like the brother of the guy that draws Dilbert, but the douchebag brother, like that you don't want to hang out with at Thanksgiving. Like the guy that draws Dilbert, he's like, that's my brother, and I fucking hate him. Like that's what he looks like.
That's what he looks like.
No, he does. I don't know who this guy is. I don't even care.
He looks like a pastor. I'll pass.
This guy looks kind of familiar, but he
guy
looks like he has AIDS.
He looks
So-
like weird. He looks weird. I wasn't gonna say it, but you kind of nailed it.
He looks like he has AIDS because he's had butt sex.
That's
Like
terrible.
he's all like, "I want you to butt sex me," and now I have AIDS,
Oh.
and keep butt sexing me.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. What?
Allegedly, reportedly, supposedly.
Sorry. He looks like he has AIDS. I'm sorry. He does.
Let's definitely not say that.
He looks like he has AIDS. I'm sorry. He looks like he has AIDS.
Okay. But enough about me. Let's talk about what you think.
Oh, it's David Hogg again. It's David
Who?
Hogg in the middle. David Hogg. My friend Dana Lash served him up every day of her life because she is pro Second Amendment and he is anti Second Amendment. This motherfucker in the middle. Honkies for Harris, guys. Honkies for Harris. He wants you to turn over your guns and be enslaved and probably have all your money stolen from
I
a
don't know.
communist regime. David Hogg in the middle. David Hogg in the middle.
Well, David Hogg, he doesn't look like he's much of a hog. He's David Piglet. is
No.
more like a,
Well, you want to buy a gun. You're not anti-2A, are you?
no, I'm cool. Do your
Yeah.
thing. I mean, most of the people that I know have them or carry them.
I
or
mean,
know how to
I'm
use
very
them.
pro, like, if you commit a crime with a gun, you might need to go away to prison for life. Like, I'm very pro that. I'm very pro prosecuting straw gun purchases, like, to the, oh, you bought a gun for someone else? Oh, you should go to prison forever, too. Oh, okay. Because if you have harsh punishment for people that commit gun crimes, then you will get less gun crimes. If you commit suicide, I don't care. Like, let's just fix that problem by, I don't know, loving people through the loving, healing embrace of Jesus Christ. And then also, I'll keep my guns. Fuck you.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody is coming to take anybody's guns.
Oh, the Democrats want to. They're dripping. Their vaginas are dripping to do it. Are you kidding me?
We all know that there's no way in the world. Okay, first of all, let's just get something clear. When you just kind of like roughly divide it up into two parties and you go, which party has the firepower? And everybody understands exactly what happens at the end of that sentence. And then they go, okay, so which party wants to go and take away the guns from which party? It's like, no. That's not happening ever. It's a wonderful, like, it's an extremely rallying cry. It's a sentiment to get behind, but nobody's coming for anyone's guns. But
Savage, I don't agree with you because California has been trying for a little bit.
California may as well be its own country, man. It's a totally different thing. The rest of the country is doing what like anything else other than California is.
I think it will happen first in the cities and the states that vote wrong and incorrectly because they vote for enslavement and travesty and murder and death. But here's the thing. A polite society is an armed society. And that was said in Fallout New Vegas.
It's super weird because it's totally like it's totally true. Like when you know that anybody could be packing when you're just like standing in line at the deli or whatever, like you kind of straighten up and fly right. Like you don't,
Yeah.
like when you know that this random guy who's just here for his lunch and he works for the railway and he's like, no, if you think that there's possibly even remotely the possibility that there's a compact 9 just on his hip and he could,
a compact 9
a compact
could be
9
a M&P Shield. It could be a what was it? I don't do Glocks, guys. Help me out with the compact 9 with the Glock.
It'd be the 19 probably.
Glock, no, a Glock 19 I think is a compact 9. I don't know. I don't like Glock. M&P Shield, or I like to carry a full size everywhere I go because I use a very nice holster.
I mean, if you want accuracy and whatnot, I do. I mean, I just enjoy shooting. I used to go out with my brothers all the time. They know far more about their ammunition, their various firepower, and like they're so, like, it's so great when they just drop the tailgate and they're like, oh hey, well, let's mess with this or this today. We took down back in the day, we took down we cut a notch in a tree, and then we set a bunch of tannerite, which is anybody who does like target shooting or anything like that. It's like an impact explosive. So when you hit it with like a high velocity round, it explodes, and usually it's used kind of for long distance target practice.
Yeah.
So that you know that you've actually hit the thing. Other people use it in just for, for fun, for short distances. But we were up on the top of this mountain in Southern Oregon, and we cut a notch in a tree and just put a bunch of tannerite. And we had like our dad,
tannerite,
our dad's old 30-06, and we're just like sitting, just like, and boom, and we cut down a tree.
You don't need a 30-06 for a tannerite either. You could do that shit with freaking any supersonic bullet.
But what was so great is that, like, after it like blew up and whatnot, in like the tree that had fallen, there was a massive hole through the back from the 30-aught, because it's just so savage. It was like, yeah, you didn't even need the tannerite.
The 30-06 is doing more damage than the tannerite is. So I love Plight Design because Plight Design sells guns for a living right now. He's a really good artist, by the way, and you guys should follow him. You got to get your channels together, bro, so we could plug you more. But he helped me out. I was correct. The Glock 19 is a compact. The 17 is the full. I knew that. I actually knew that. But I didn't know this. The 43 is the subcompact.
Yeah, they have.
So that is like the M&P Shield, which, I would actually want to shoot more than the Glock. I don't like Glocks. And I'll tell you why I don't like Glocks.
It's like a little SIG.
I can't shoot them well. I don't like. I do the whole thing with the thumb over thumb, everything. And I'm really good at shooting, guys. And my wife will tell you, everyone that I train with will tell you, I'm a really good shot until there's a Glock in my hand. And then it's like I'm retarded. It's like I'm retarded. And that's why. So I never recommend the Glock because I can't shoot it with shit. But bro, there was a concert in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh.
There was a concert in Atlanta.
He's gone full salty, folks. Here we go.
No, why is this full salty? Why is it full salty? I'm talking about the concert.
Because we were like into hour 3 and you're like, nope, I'm doing this. This is great news. It ties in. So keep going. This absolutely works.
Okay. So we have, I think something Hernandez, Suzanne Hernandez. She's a journalist. She was at the concert in Atlanta.
What bands were performing at the concert?
So I know it was Megan Thee Stallion.
Ooh, Megan Thee Stallion.
Which I'm not necessarily a fan of that music because my hip hop is like.
Just like my handle is The Rusty Savage.
Yeah, The Rusty Savage. But no, it's literally The, because it's like two E's or something.
It's two E's.
And let me tell you guys, I am a guy that loves the hip hop music pre 2002. You know what I mean? Like,
Big fan.
I love the old school stuff, not the new school. And that's like pretty much music died for me in like 2008. But so I think it's Susanna Hernandez.
We're not seeing this exit.
What's going on?
I don't know. Oh,
Why?
Lose this and then hit escape so it comes back to the thing. And then this, and then you might have to full screen it from there.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Okay. So we'll
Just
so
play it. It's
where
fine.
people at Kamala Harris running for president, apparently. Because apparently we don't have a president right now because he's not mentally efficient enough. Yes, the Baron is correct. 90s hip hop, everything else. Fucking suck it. So Savannah Hernandez, I said her name right. She's like, were people at Kamala's rally for her rally?
Oh
I can't
my
read. I
God.
gotta get
Okay. Well, let me
Sorry.
just go ahead and take this. Were people
Were
at
people
Kamala's
at-
rally for her
Megan. Oh yeah,
or Megan the Stallion's concert?
After people
leaving.
started leaving 10 minutes into Kamala's speech, I would say they were some validity to the rumors that people were there mainly for celebrity appearances. So let's just see this video.
Oh, we're not.
Look at
getting
the seats; they're so empty. Oh my god!
We're not getting the audio.
Are you not getting the audio?
Yeah. Hold
Well,
on.
I'm sorry. I suck at the internet.
No, that's all right. She's like, oh my God, guys, do you even see it? Like the seats are empty. Like
The
Megan
seats
the
are
Stallion.
empty.
Megan
They're
the
just-
Stallion performed. All right, look, we're gonna see if I sound exactly like her. Megan the Stallion just performed, and like Kamala's coming on, and like as you can see, the seats are empty AF.
It's not far from reality. It's not far from reality. I'm sorry. It's really not. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at the internet. Oh, we
You
are
are
so like
terrible
at the
at the
third
internet.
hour.
Yeah, we're
and
at the third hour.
we're-
You're punching way in over your weight, buddy. What's going on?
all right. I do
Is there-
want to see, dude. 4 million people have seen this video though, so we should watch
4
it.
million people should be watching this video.
I know, right? Because we
I
are.
know. Right? Am I
So
right?
no.
Hey guys, this is Savannah reporting to you from inside of Kamala Harris's rally, which just wrapped up. Now you guys saw all of the footage, and there was actually a
Look
lot
at all
of
those empty
energy for her
seats!
in the building. Almost every single seat was filled, not every single one. But many people are questioning, well, were they here to see Kamala, or were they here because
Kamala?
Quavo, Meg Thee
Wait, Kamala? Look at all those empty seats.
Stallion
But
were
also,
here, and it
when
was
is that-
essentially a giant concert. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, people started leaving about 15 minutes after she started.
Wait, is she doing this video?
This is done. She shot this way after. She shot this after.
Oh, she should have shot this during the speech.
Yeah. We're not getting necessarily the proper impact. She's telling her side of the story, which is fine.
That's
and
bad journalism.
It doesn't-
Bad journalism.
I feel like we're not necessarily that this is her perspective. We should, if there was a video when Kamala was speaking and she's like, hey, look at this, and people were walking out the door, that'd be a very different story.
Yeah, dude. So she that's the after music of a concert. The
Yeah.
lights are all on.
Which was kind of notable.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck,
she's not speaking
dude.
now.
You know what?
Yeah, nope,
No.
All right.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, what's
we
going
won't
on?
watch that.
Oh, look at this. We're
Oh,
on
you
the
guys want to
poll.
watch a funny video before
On
we
the-
leave?
On the poll, we're 50-50 on Christoph and Javier. We should probably wrap this up. Come on, guys. Who's it gonna be? Who should
Oh,
be?
really?
Who should be Doom? What is this? Is this more Rippaverse stuff? What is this? Oh gosh. I thought we were
Oh, it's tied. Javier Bardem and freaking Christopher Waltz. Oh, it's tied. 38% for each. Guys.
Amoeba's hilarious. She's like, looks like I'm
Oh.
the only one that likes wrinkles on my villains.
I can't decide because I'm not gonna lie. I was all in for Giancarlo Esposito because I'm sorry, guys. He would be a really good Doctor Doom, you know. But I also kind of like it because it would make a lot of the right wing people be like really mad. But then I would hate it because then it would make all the left people be like, "Oh, yeah, a person of color," and it's like, no, it's all about the casting. Michael Clark Duncan was a terrible Kingpin. Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson is a really good Nick Fury. So it's never about anything other than the actor.
Did
Javier Bardem?
Wasn't
Bardem?
Bardem. Javier Bardem.
Bardem.
Didn't what's his name play Kingpin?
Michael Clark Duncan.
No, the big
the Green Mile guy.
No. Guy. In the Daredevil Netflix series. What's
Vincent D'Onofrio? Oh,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
So good. Yeah, he was so good, man.
He was great as Kingpin,
So
right? He really got.
He was the best. Well, there's those. It's It's the guy from Green Mile. It's Michael Clark Duncan, right?
Correct.
Sorry, I'm really bad with names, guys.
Nope, that was
so it's him and then Vincent D'Onofrio as the only cinematic, like, you know, on-screen versions of Kingpin, right? Or unless I'm missing something.
I mean, they really just should have brought
Vincent D'Onofrio was
back to play Black Panther. I mean, that's what they should have done originally. Like, if you really wanted to save the universe.
But can we watch this video real quick? Can we watch this video?
What is this crap? Is this Ripperverse crap?
No. So, okay. So, this is from Old Man David. You guys need to follow him on Twitter. Old Man David. It is so... He's so funny.
Ripperverse Comics. Rippa-zine. And the character this week is...
Sorsha?
Saoirse. Shaorsa? Saoirse.
Saoirse.
Say Saoirse. C.
What?
Say.
Dude, you know.
Say, fuck. Say. Saoirse. Saoirse. Okay. Oh fuck. I didn't think I'd get it. Fuck.
I didn't think I'd get it. It's like, what's so funny is that, like,
please follow my friend. No, you guys need to follow my friend,
so
though.
Funny.
Old Man David is one of the funniest guys on the internet. Like, seriously.
Sorry.
I mean, forgive him for being Canadian. Being Canadian.
So good.
Niobe is also Canadian, I think. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Or from Chicago, which is basically the same thing.
You better watch out. Chicago's not too far from me. Don't be calling me Canadian.
But dude, we're going to be playing more videos from Old Man David because he is hilarious. But oh my god,
me
guys.
reading names of different countries in a webcomic written by Asians trying to write English names. Right?
That is yeah.
It's like that guy. There was an Italian musical artist, and he wrote a song that was complete nonsense, but it sounded like an English song to Italian people. Does that even make sense? Hold on.
Oh my god, dude, that's the best.
Dude, no. Like, you're not even ready for this. This is one of the weirdest things ever, because this is complete nonsense. But this is like an Italian musical artist that hold on, just listen to this.
What the hell am I watching? remember. Oh yeah, well, pause it real quick. I remember sitting in one of these chairs in high school, hitting on my future wife that I would take 15 years later to marry, and she will remember. In economics class, I would tell her about Keynesian economics versus Austrian economics. And she had no idea what I was talking about.
So hot.
Because no
So
one
hot.
cared. No one cared.
So hot.
But she was very impressed with the fact that I out debated our economics teacher, Mr. Barron. Sorry, Mr. Barron, I was smarter than you in high school. But yeah, it was true.
Apparently.
No, I really was. She'll tell you I was.
We believe you. We all believe you. It's fine.
Well, I only care if she believes me because she does, because she married me.
That's what counts. So again, this is like this Italian guy. They're saying nonsense, but it's made to sound like English, and it's pretty wild. Just wait.
What the hell is that? We have to pause it for fair use?
I mean, it's so old. Who even knows? Who even cares? I feel like he's speaking English, but I don't understand anything he's saying. Exactly. It sounds like a drunk. It sounds like a drunk person speaking English, but it's not. It's complete nonsense.
What the hell is going on? Simply Green, what is going on? Mr. Powers, I have no idea what's going on. Simply Green.
It's so good. It's so good.
Right. My wife texted me and she said, so hot. That's right, baby. I love you too. So hot. Because I outed my economics teacher at a Christian private school because my parents were like, we're tired of you getting into fights. So we're sending you to private school. And then my grandmother paid for it because my parents were poor. And then I outed my, at a Christian high school, I outed my economics teacher as a Clinton voter, which was very, very, because I was like, you voted for Clinton, you Keynesian bastard. And then I won her over, and 15 years later, I married her. That was my plan, was to impress her, and then 15 years later...
Just a quick and easy 15 years later.
Yeah, just, because I didn't know how to talk to girls, but it was all part of my long game. It's called the long game, Impress her with your intellect and your humor, and then disappear for 15 years, and then come back and be like, and now I will marry you.
The long con. Yes.
And she was shocked. She was like, oh my God, my Christian economics teacher is a Democrat. And I was like, yeah, he's a dumbass.
Oh,
that's
man.
Yeah.
I can't believe this teacher's a Democrat. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be an economics teacher, the last thing you should be is a Democrat, because every state that's run by the Democrats goes into debt really fast.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But you're trying.
California was run by the Republicans, and then when it went, and it was the third strongest economy in the world, and then when it got taken over by the Democrats, it went from the 3rd to the 11th.
Look,
just saying.
We're trying to make children still believe that the dream is alive. Okay.
Well, not in California. It's not.
We're still trying to indoctrinate them. It's fine.
Look,
it's fine.
Our friend Nestor Morales says it doesn't work like that anymore. You gotta make above 6 figures before they even bat an eye. Bro, let me tell you, if you find the right woman and you love her right, she'll marry you.
Does sound lovely. It's almost like a Hallmark movie. 15 years later, you came back, and she was like, "Oh my God, you were the guy that totally made our economics teacher look like a little bitch."
A little bitch.
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wait, what do we?
then they were wed and in love forever. It's an incredible.
Jim Satala, aka Jim Tells You on the YouTube. Sorry guys, we're going past the third hour, but he has given us some really good.
Wait, what is this?
What is going on? Police bust Comic-Con sex trafficking in San Diego. Arrest 14 suspects.
What?
The post-millennial. What?
Play what?
Wait, I'm going to send this to Savage so that he can read
this
it because
video?
I don't read well online.
Is this
Dude, so police from Jack Poso, which, you know, love him or hate him, I love him. Police bust Comic-Con sex trafficking ring in San Diego.
All right, so when you click on it, it takes you to
I gotta say I love my wife because she's all he did it to one of her greatest moments and why she tracked me down on Facebook 15 years later was the fact that I embarrassed our economics teacher by out debating him and exposing him as a Democrat, and then also beating him in a debate because he was a Keynesian Democrat and I was a Austrian economics libertarian, and I would beat him in debates and make him look like a dumbass in front of the senior class, and my wife thought that was hot.
So it appears as though basically
Because he was a dumbass. Sorry, Justin Barron, you were a dumbass.
it appears as though what happened is that they're just saying that there already existed a sex trafficking ring in San Diego, which is so close to Mexico,
Yeah.
so it makes total sense.
Makes total sense.
And they take advantage of events like Comic-Con and whatnot to take these individuals out and utilize them. And they were being followed and being tracked, and they bust a task force, the California Department of Justice's San Diego Human Trafficking Task Force,
Oh,
or the CDJSDHTTF.
a lot of good Americans in that task force, by the way. Trust me, we've met a few, and my wife has a few family members in that task force, most likely, or something, maybe, because she's from San Diego.
It almost sounds like a Beverly Hills Cop kind of like abbreviation, the DDIDODC or whatever.
But but seriously, what
So these guys, they were already on top of it, and due to this, the arrests, they seized. Sorry, what was it? Was it 14? I was reading it. Victims, there were only 16. Something. Hold on. I read this. The officers infiltrated the popular convention to take down the would-be traffickers and victims by posing as potential sex buyers and sellers. Okay, so the names weren't released and involved, but it was they arrested 14 suspects. According to the press release, the CDJSDHTTF, upon apprehended the suspects and they located the victims, authorities arrested the former and provided the latter with child welfare services. So they capitalized on the events. This really sounds more like something like they actually did their job and they're using this as a platform to be like, oh, hey, look what we did. It was like they were already on top of it. They were already handling business, taking it down. And they're like, look, we should probably publicize this because we just made a bunch of arrests of dirtbags. So
good on them. Happy day. Fuck those guys. Amoeba says that happened in Orlando, Florida too at the anime convention called
I can't even imagine
Holiday Matsuri.
the PDF ring that happens at an anime convention.
All I gotta say is sex is for marriage and or committed relationships, but I would highly suggest that if you're in a committed relationship, you should get married. And I like monogamy, and anything outside of that is shady. But if you're doing the rest of that garbage, you're a dirtbag, and I want the wood chipper for you. Okay. Is that okay? Is that okay to say?
That's all right.
Hey. I've had premarital sex. Okay. Who hasn't?
Okay, yeah.
Who hasn't?
Look,
Who has not had that? Who's not done that?
It's not kiss and tell.
Pretty much everybody's had premarital sex, which no one's caring about. But I like monogamy and I like commitment.
All right,
But you know what I don't like is this garbage that's going on in our world now. And I would like to live in a society that hates it. And that's what we do at the Salty and Savage Show. Hence why we expose it and talk about it and go, ew, ew, ew.
Ew, David.
Because I mean,
that's not what we're here for, but nonetheless, this is what the wandering
that's
third.
never what we're here for. I'm not here for the Chris Taylor, whatever. I'm here for the fun and the joy. And also, let's just be fair. We like boobs at the Salty and Savage Show. And boobs only happen with overage women, not underage women. Okay, so let's just say that. Okay? We like boobs. Boobs.
So
18 and over, boobs.
Oh, man.
But full-bodied, full-bodied.
What are we? But I mean, what we're okay. No, wait. What I'm looking for is,
guys, I don't care. I like my wife's boobs. Is all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Is I like my wife's boobs. Okay.
I feel like I'm ready to go dream about some boobs.
Well, everyone loves boobs.
Dreaming of boobs is fantastic. I had a weird dude.
Stop being a PDF file. America.
I had a super weird dream the other night that there were a bunch of like puppies that came out of my toilet. And it was the weirdest. It's one of those things that can only happen in a dream. You're like, what is going on right now? It was like watching an AI video that you're just so confused about. You're like, what's happening? And there were just like puppies coming out of my toilet. And I was like, I don't think I'm getting enough sleep. What's going on? I'm like, what? I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know. So, I feel like I'm ready to call it. Are you ready to call it? It's been a heck of a night.
Dude, I love hanging out with you though. I
do enjoy this. I do got to run a shop tomorrow. We got work tomorrow and gonna sell some records and some plants. Hopefully we'll sell a copy of Purple Rain, the album of the week.
Damn
Purple
straight,
Rain.
bro. It's a good album.
It is
a damn good album.
That Michael McDonald record is good too, but we'll talk about that later. If I have to listen to Michael McDonald one more time, take a stand where you are.
Get off your piano, you motherfucking asshole! You boomer! You parasite! I'm sorry. Every boomer is a parasite. I said it. I said it.
I feel like I'm waiting for Michael McDonald to start doing like covers of Sting songs.
Yeah.
So like,
okay, fine.
He'll do like brand new day. He's like, dibble dibble down. I'm talking about a brand new day. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like he could just start like Michael McDonald does everybody else's music.
Michael McDonald does all the covers ever.
Does all the covers ever. Make sure to like, and
guys,
subscribe,
please,
everybody.
Please,
we super appreciate you being
Listen
here.
to the Baron. They know what they're talking about.
We love the chat. We love the action. We love the love. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Keeping the love alive. Keeping this place rocking. And we really do appreciate it. Staying late, way too late.
Too late.
If you're on the X, we would appreciate if eventually you make it over to the YouTube because it helps us out.
We do love the X though.
And you can be involved in the chat, but we totally understand that some people just prefer the X, if you know what I mean. So
I'm reading the chat laughing right now. I'm laughing.
We'll have an awesome night, everybody. We really We really appreciate it. Any parting words?
Chat, thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you for coming to the show. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All our friends of the show, thank you guys. Really, truly.
Look, you guys got me drinking water now. How late is it?
Really, honestly, I absolutely cannot even stop raving about the chat. They're the best. They're the best.
They're the best. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down because I'm running on empty at this point. But we love you guys. We're gonna leave you with our super dope Uncapped Turtle theme song. And wait, did Uncapped Turtle do the theme song as well?
No, that was my friend Gary Eaton. Gary Eaton.
That's right, but he does our outro, so it's totally fine. But nonetheless, we appreciate it, y'all. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna see you next Wednesday for episode 20. Did we done 20 episodes?
Next week.
Next week, baby. Come check it out on the Salty and
Salty and savage.